Alrighty, folks, welcome to tonight's edition of the Whitfield Report, Saturday evening edition. I'm your host, Sam Whitfield, broadcasting here live from South Florida, and I want to
And I'm not.
And I am joined by my two co-hosts. One is in in an undisclosed location somewhere, and the other is in the gamma.
In an undisclosed, in another undisclosed location.
In a
What's
separate,
up, people?
unrelated.
Separate, unrelated, except American.
Right.
That's
yeah,
part's
we're all
true.
in America for now.
Come get us, folks. How we doing tonight, boys?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us tonight, Sammy. How are you?
I'm doing pretty damn good with everything considering. I'm a bit 10 days out from the election, and now all of a sudden I'm starting to see all of the fucking Biden people coming out in my neighborhood and deciding to show their faces at the last moment. But it is what it is. So
he was in the basement. They were in the basement. They're basement people.
Let me just put it this way. Now I know whose summer barbecues to avoid at all costs.
Right.
If we ever have,
it's hilarious how they flip the script. It looks like Morlocks get the top bunk this time around.
Oh, Gabe, I love your references there. I think I'm.
I like the fact that I hang out with people who get them.
Yeah, well, this is the reason why they call me, the young Dennis Miller. I actually get obscure references like that. But anyway, folks, if you would like to get in touch with me, you can follow me on Twitter at SamW_NDC, also Instagram at SamW_NDC, Facebook.com/Whitfield Report, TheSamWhitfield.com, Patreon.com/Whitfield Report if you want to subscribe, Streamlabs.com/The Whitfield Report. Remember, if you losers have money to donate to Owen, I'm talking to you, bears. You certainly have enough money to donate to me. So cough it up. But
all social media accounts for the Sam Whitfield and the Whitfield Report DMs are open. So slide right in there too. And it got to just be money. You can love him in other ways.
Which
You can send him nudes too, and I don't mean the fucking Kraft blue box. I mean like expanses of flesh.
Well,
amen, brother.
Speaking of speaking of nudes, though, Gabe, that was a perfect segue because there is a news story that I would love to show you guys the content of, but I can't because I'm pretty sure if I were, this stream would get banned.
Are we talking about Hunter Biden and his average-sized member?
Yeah, I mean,
hoping that it'll turn out like it did for Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
I mean, her and fucking Kanye are going to get divorced any day now, so that might be his way in. All he has to do is, quick cut a little porn with, what was it, Ray J? And then, boom, stardom.
Well, I mean,
keeping up with that asshole.
Hunter Biden already has meth mouth, so
that's messed up.
Oh, yes, yeah. See, folks, it is easy to make me laugh if you know how to. But I was gonna say he's already completed steps 1 and 2 of the Hollywood Trainwreck program. Now all he needs to do is get some young starlet, or I guess in Kim K's case, and not so young starlet,
right?
And he'll be
gonna hook up with Taylor Swift.
Well, That would actually be appropriate, considering that
The
skank,
anti-Kanye.
considering that skank, pretty much fully endorsed, Grandpa Munster for president.
We knew she was gonna, though, right? She tried to campaign against Blackburn in Tennessee. Just, it didn't move the needle at all. Everybody was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna listen to this fucking twat." These people are so self-important. Like, we're just like waiting around for them to tell us how to live our lives. When did they get that impression? Seriously, there was a time when they were a little better than prostitutes, and in fact, the majority of them worked as prostitutes to make ends meet because we weren't dumb enough to give them tons of money for pretending to be other people.
Uh-huh.
Just saying.
Yeah, that was the case for sure. So, yeah, and I also love the fact that I guess Chris Pratt declined to do like a table read endorsement of
BLM, and so they tried to fucking just devour him. Well, he's a fairly conservative dude. He hunts and eats meat and all that shit. So he kind of sticks out like a sore thumb as it is. But he's such a nice guy. He's managed to go this long without getting fed into the purity spiral. And finally came for him.
But I will say this: Robert Downey Jr. actually showed some balls, and that I have no problem with him. Which,
to be honest with you, a bunch of the people, a bunch of those Avengers types that we don't otherwise agree with, were like, "Hey, Chris is all right." You know what I mean? Right. So I guess, well, at least they stick by what they stick by their friends and what they believe in. It you can't really respect them for anything else, but they got that going. So,
but I mean, I guess I was surprised that they even did that. I mean, pleasantly surprised, I guess, but surprised.
Well, yeah, that's the sad part is that you couldn't just take for granted that they would.
I mean, Robert Downey Jr. I guess was kind of I wasn't really surprised by him because I think, if I remember correctly, he someone found out that he donated to the Romney campaign in 2012, and then a reporter asked him why he donated to Mitt Romney's campaign, and he was like, and Robert Downey Jr. was like, "I thought I was here to talk about the new Avengers movie. Why are you asking me about this?" And he walked out on the reporter. So I've always had respect for him since then. Somewhat.
I like people that walk out on reporters. Reporters don't they demand this respect that they're just simply not entitled to. They've all tried to make themselves the story instead of just being the vessel by which the story is reported. It's completely fucked up. You know what I mean? They're really all they're supposed to be the bullhorn for the common man, and instead, what have they become? It's another bunch of corporate whores.
Well,
we already had several layers of those. We didn't need another one. Fuck.
Well, and the thing it is now is, I mean, the media is pretty much owned by, 4 companies in the entire world, basically. So
I thought it was like 5. It used to be 6, but I thought it was 5.
Well, 5,
yeah.
4,
That's not much better. Yeah.
It's in the single digits, folks. I mean, it's not that great. It's like
have you guys ever seen that YouTube video? It's a compilation of them all saying exactly the same thing.
Yeah, they're all Sinclair, that was the Sinclair Media Group thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Like, holy shit, that's horrifying. You show that to people and they're like, "Oh my god."
Is it actually single digits though? I thought it was.
Oh yeah, no, it was 6 for a long time, digits. And I think recently there was a bunch of shit broken up and acquisitions and stuff because of the whole Disney Fox thing.
I mean,
everybody thinks that Disney owns Fox News now. They don't. Fox News and Fox Sports are still independent. I mean, there's air quotes just flying around.
Right. Yeah, independent as in independent from Disney. No, I mean, I knew there was only a handful, and I knew it was a very small number, but I thought
it's not more than that. And what it comes down to is I mean, through various companies and boards and stuff like that, it's really only 6 individuals who are pulling all these strings, and that should fucking horrify you.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, what are you talking about? Interesting stuff. I do check D Live every once in a while. I haven't figured out how to set up the restream bot to go between
Boomer.
the two. Yeah, I mean, look, I can I well, what do you expect? Dennis Miller is my favorite comedian. He's pretty much a boomer. So
That's a fucking weak excuse, Sammy. I'm sorry.
I
Wow.
mean, but it may be a weak excuse, but it's the best one I've got. So, but
I have more faith in you than you do then, apparently.
well,
But anyway, go ahead.
well, at least I'm not.
Good point, Shovel Point. I just read your Taylor Swift comment. That's brilliant. Taylor Swift makes millions singing about bad choices in men, then endorses Biden.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's a funny.
That's I
Shovel Point's a hero among YouTube commenters. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I shouldn't tell the story, but I'm going to because it's been long.
Start the recorders up, folks.
It's been long enough that I don't care anymore. But I used to, back when I was a sophomore in high school, I dated a girl who looked like Taylor Swift when Taylor Swift was actually hot, and it was weird because my girlfriend also had, because she looked like Taylor Swift, she had like a crazy obsession with Taylor Swift that like she and that like she
Wonder
and,
why.
well, she had like this whole thing of that like she and Taylor Swift were like somehow sisters, even though like Taylor Swift was
Oh boy.
even though Taylor Swift was like 25 at the time, and she and I were like what 15 or 16 at the time, and
That woman has been a hat for so many penises.
well, yeah, like I would. So I used to lie my ass off that I liked Taylor Swift, and then
There was a time when she looked good, but I never liked her. I mean, her music is retarded, and it's because it's sung by a retard and written by other people.
Much like
except for the ones about about boys that hurt her or whatever.
Much like the young female pop stars of the early 2000s, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and the handful of others since, most of which I don't care about. They were most popular, excuse me, when they were either underage or like freshly of age to like early mid-20s, and then their lives exploded and they shaved their heads or disappeared off the face of the earth, kind of thing. So like, I mean, it's been a never-ending cycle. That's why the corn episode of South Park, or the harvest episode, where they have to harvest Britney Spears. It's so like South Park is so South Park has been so prescient. I
stopped watching so long ago. I have no idea what most people are talking about. I stopped watching before Chef was not on the show anymore. Before that guy left and then died long time ago.
You should watch it. You should watch it, man. Why?
That
you don't like it?
It just stopped being funny to me. I was like, man, moving on.
It's so funny, dude. It's
just like The Simpsons. I couldn't watch an episode of The Simpsons now. I just have to throw up into my own pocket repeatedly.
That you know what, Apex?
You don't have a garbage can, bro? Come on.
What? More than Jenko's, man. I got room.
What's up, Sam?
You know what though, Apex? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that Children of the Corn episode was that corn one where they harvest Britney. That was the first South Park episode I ever fucking saw.
Really? The first one I saw was the first one.
Well, right. Me too.
Santa versus Jesus? Fuck yeah.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie to you that the show, like most things, have had ups and downs, and certainly when that whole Chef arc towards the end there, especially if you've been watching from the beginning, was a hard pill to swallow. But there's been other seasons that were like, But overall, man, like I still think that Trey and Matt, like they Trey's, I mean, he gets all the credit anyway, probably because he should. But
I'm not saying that
that,
they stopped bringing it. I'm saying that I became immune.
of course, but I'm just telling you that me personally, I've had a similar opinion of it at times where I was like, I don't really, yeah, this I'm over it. And for whatever reason, just you know what, the one thing that I've done every year for probably 12 years now is watch the Woodland Critters Christmas episode on Christmas Day, which is the episode with the little, which you wouldn't know, Gabe, because you haven't watched it, but Sammy should know that the cute little woodland critters that worship Satan and convince Kyle to kill the protectors of like it's like a story of Kyle bringing back the Antichrist to embody, but it's really Cartman's story that he wrote for school, a Christmas story that he wrote at school.
Did they stop having the talking turd? I remember that.
Mr. Hankey in more recent seasons, really right at the beginning of this whole woke culture, like at the beginning of Trump's presidency, 2016, Mr. Hankey was banned from town, and Santa, of course, eventually is very pissed off about that. But yeah, no, they've done some good stuff with it, man, and it is. I just think it's worth watching because it is funny, and it's relevant to. It's I don't know if you like to laugh, which I know you do. You may be immune to it, but man, yeah, you just like to you like to laugh. You just don't you don't fit into the box of what normal people would consider what normal people's senses of humor. Which is why
I fit into the box. I just have to push a little harder. That's all.
Well, fuck. All right. I mean, I'll just quit talking then, Gabe. Sam, say something, man.
It's good to get part of the DZ back together, and I'm checking Twitter right now, and guess what is not trending right now?
The Danger Zone.
The DZ.
Well,
the Whitfield Report.
Well, we should be fucking
Apex Gamma.
We should be fucking trending, but
the Danger Zone gummy penis Hunter Biden connection. God, he hiccuped while he was laughing. That could have been a snorter. Your sinus is congested. What stopped that? How did that spell not get off?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you.
No,
you hiccuped.
No,
became a snort.
I started to do like a newscaster voice and be like, but I couldn't fill it out in my head, so that's why it sounded like it was like a between laugh and like starting of a sentence. I was gonna like this just in. I don't know. Hunter Biden, somehow Hunter Biden was the one that sent the gummies to Owen. He was a fan of Owen's, and he thought he was methed the fuck out. And he's like, "Oh, this fucking faggot! I'm gonna send him some gummy dick." And it turns out there's like a receipt and everything. I don't know.
At this point, that seems just as plausible as.
I've heard people being like, "Who the fuck would just leave that much evidence, and just abandon it?" And I'm like, a crackhead.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just it.
Well,
literally, you could just. It doesn't matter what you say after. Who would just? It doesn't matter how you finish that sentence. I can respond with a crackhead.
Well, right, but I mean, to be fair, as a long time and pretty heavy drug addict of various substances over the years, I wouldn't fucking be caught dead leaving any drugs that could be salvaged anywhere. But I also
but you can't afford as much drugs as Hunter Biden can.
That's the point. What we're talking about is a rich crackhead, a rich fucking man.
I met some of those down in Florida. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? How do you have all this, but there's no furniture? What happened?
Yeah,
turns out his mom owns the house.
Right.
His mom owns the house, so he won't be home.
Well, it helps a whole lot when your daddy is the vice president of the United States too, and has been a senator for 47 years. At
that point it had only been 39, so that's much more reasonable.
Even so, though, if you've got to be a meth head, I mean, Hunter Biden is pretty lucky as far as meth heads go. he's got like a virtual get out of jail, whenever the fuck he wants, card.
He's like the fucking
Not for long,
he's like
motherfucker.
Obamacare in that honestly, you have to elect him to find out what's in him.
All right, we should give. You know what? Oh, never mind.
I'm listening. What is it we should be doing that we're not
I was
doing?
gonna say
It's at least several things.
we should give Bruce some clip material, but she's got plenty of work on her plate as it is. We'll make that natural. If tits and squirt material come up
Well, I
naturally,
mean,
then we'll go there. But
she can make.
well, I mean, tits now.
She can. What you mean? You mean Hunter? You mean making fun of Hunter Biden isn't meme worthy material? I mean,
Sam.
Okay.
Sam, don't Sam. Wait. Before you go, Frank, don't talk to me like you don't know the sort of material that Brew City Synth is interested in. If it's not squirt related, if we're not talking about, well, of course you don't.
I don't get this reference. I'm sure it's hilarious. It's got all the makings of hilarity.
She's in the chat. She makes clips anytime we say anything like really
sexual,
gay, sexual or gay or squirt worthy. I get her brand. That's why I'm not going to force it. It'll come or it won't. She can just sit in the chat and she can sit in the chat and play with herself until it does.
You're just you're just simping for her now, which is fair.
Yeah, well, let me simp for both of you. Her making clips of your channel so that both of you get attention. That's how dare I do that? That's very gay of me.
How dare you? That's
must be nice.
Well, there's an awful lot of innuendo tonight.
Innuendo. Apex, it'll come. Hey, it'll come, Grandma. Don't worry.
Woof. I wish you'd only said that just now, but there were other times in the past.
my most Sam, I love you. I love your Owen voice. That's how I do the Owen voice. I just think back to the most annoying, douchey theater kid I can think of from my high school that sounded exactly like Owen, and he was like one of these total, yeah, bruh, that's like totally cool, dude.
Reaganomics.
And yeah, and the first time I heard Owen, and this was back when I liked him, I'm like, he sounds an awful lot like that guy that theater guy from my high school, and then once the whole gummy thing happened, I'm like, oh my god, he is that annoying prick from the theater club, but famous, which means he's worse. well, relatively famous.
Apex Gamma. That's an old one, dude. That one goes back,
yeah.
Gabe.
Yep, that was one of the first ones.
Yeah. Oh man, good stuff. All right. I already spaced what you just said, Sam.
Yeah, I know. I love that effect.
I would.
Like the Etch-a-Sketch. It's like just keep the Etch-a-Sketch upside down. Just keep shaking it mostly.
Marijuana affects the memory.
I
hope it's true.
I was just saying that Owen reminds me of like an annoying theater kid I knew in high school.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I did hear you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was gonna make the joke that I thought you were just talking in your normal voice. I didn't realize you were making an Owen impression, but clearly that's a joke, and the time has passed for that now. But I still want to say that I was gonna say that. The end.
And also, Twitter's being a complete bitch and not letting me send the YouTube link. Wonder why.
they're being really weird, man. You can't just retweet. You got to quote tweet, which everyone's just either like quote tweeting LOL or hitting writing retweet. So I mean, it has this, people are. It's not having any effect except for this in this case where you can't post certain kinds of links, which doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, it let me tweet out the link, so.
Well, as long as it can let you, as long as it can let you, the producer, do it. That's all.
Yeah, the one with like a fifth of the followers on the platform. Yeah.
But see, you're not the dirty boy in Jack's mind.
Well, he just doesn't know me well enough yet.
I mean, granted, I can't really do anything on Twitter anymore except for simp for my cute blonde friend. That's all I can do without getting in trouble. But
you could go sim for the Kurgan too. I saw the DMs, bro. I know what's going on.
Awkward.
I wasn't. I want to see what the fallout between him and Vox becomes after that whole thing. I can just picture Ted going, You did what? You went on the Gamma subreddit? Why?
You did what? Yeah, exactly. Squeaky chair, squeaky chair, squeaky chair. Like a furious squeaky chair sounds. Squeak. You. Why did you do that? Yeah. I mean, that went well though, right? From what I understand, I wasn't able to take part, but
yeah, I think he actually, I think to the Kurgan's credit, I think he realized that, us quote unquote gammas aren't all that bad, and that
holy shit, the gay man himself is in the chat, and I think he has a fancy new avatar. He looks familiar. I can't tell on my tiny phone screen. Who is that? This evil.
It's the mid '90s. It's the mid '90s Lenny Kravitz wash on a picture of himself.
I thought that was Sam. I thought that was Sam in his sunglasses. I thought Eric was simping for Sam.
Wait, holy crap! That is evil Eric. What do you mean the camera positioning is second to none?
I think he's talking shit, Sam. Coming in with a hot new fucking avatar, dropping some.
Sam's just trying to make sure that nobody, the fact that he's not wearing any pants at all isn't real ahead of time. When he'll stand up and show us all that he's smooth like a Ken doll.
Evil Eric pops in the chat and goes, "Skirt! Stop the fucking show. I got a new avatar, and what the fuck's up with the camera?" I'm gay, by the way. I'm Evil Eric.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The angle it a few more inches, Drew. Which all right, which wall, sweetie? Which angle? No,
I'm surprised that no one has noticed I actually took down the bathrobe from the door. No one has commented about.
Oh shit! It was a ghost, and it's just in a different room right now.
It's actually in the bathroom where it's
like robing, doing robe things.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Aerobics.
Yeah, exactly. See, we do
Roblox.
See, we do dad jokes here too. We do dirty dad jokes, I guess. But
what's up, guys?
Hey,
whoa, what up, man?
Hey, Dictator Phil, what's going on?
Not much. I mean, I've just been over the last hour, I've just been looking at this. Apparently, and I'm sure you guys have probably already talked about it, but the videos and the photos that have been leaking about like the Hunter Biden mess.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
as it turns out, Phil, we have a couple people who are obsessed with foot fetishes in the chat as it is. So this was.
oh, we got a couple of Quentin Tarantinos in here. That's pretty awesome.
Well, if Quentin Tarantino if they were horny, if Quentin Tarantino was a horny lady, then yes.
I was saying that
dear
in
God.
regards to the foot fetish, like the last movie that he did, like he zoomed in on the, I think, Margot Robbie's feet for like 20 minutes or some shit. It was pretty wild. Anyway,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There are a couple parts of Margot Robbie I'd like to zoom in on too, but
yeah,
that's here nor there.
yeah. I gotta say, it's
I'd like to
that's
zoom in on her with a 30-aught.
some interesting stuff. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. That isn't some interesting stuff, by the way.
It is it's like really interesting. Like there's like one video where apparently Joe Biden's getting a foot job while he's smoking crack. I'm like,
That'd be Hunter Biden. If
Wait.
that was Joe Biden,
Hunter
I
Biden.
feel like
Sorry.
it would totally
Sorry.
be on every
Hunter
channel.
forgive
They'd
me.
be like, yeah, we tried to cover up for him, but he's smoking
Bullshit.
crack. Well,
No bullshit. If it was Joe Biden, fucking somebody would have fucking launched nukes to keep that fucking under wraps by now.
Well, I mean, they're already like you got the main social media that's completely taken. They're taking URLs off the table. They're taking users off the table. They're taking like it's some rough stuff. The only reason I've looked at it is because some I guess some anti-CCP Chinese protester put it on international video sharing site,
and the CCP has collapsed. Their legitimacy, revealed as being, strongly lacking.
Well, I mean,
is that all it took to remove the mandate of heaven? No, I'm just fucking around with you.
Well, no, I mean, I think this guy probably has done his due diligence. I mean, I would say, yeah, if you're going to leak something like that, you probably you know how to skirt here and there, because I mean, like you leaking stuff like this, like in China, that I'd imagine that there's pending doom.
Yeah, because they'd love it if fucking China was. China would love it if Biden got elected, because it'd just be right back to how shit was.
Yeah, it's just awful. I looked at it. I'm like, yeah, and I was chatting with Jack Posobiec, and he basically said, yeah, all of it. Like he's seen all of this is tied to the same stuff that he's seen as well. So, yeah.
Here's the question I have though, Phil, and I talked about this on Thursday night when I did the debate after show, which turned out to be fucking hilarious, by the way, because we spent like I don't know, maybe a half an hour talking about the actual debate, and then 3 hours talking about whether or not extraterrestrials came down and fucked monkeys and made human beings. But that, we can get into that topic later. But what I said was, with so many people voting by mail or just doing early voting already, I'm wondering if the scandal will actually like make an impact on the election at all at this point.
I don't know. I don't think. I think. I think if anything, now, I guess in the greater scheme of things, probably not. Like the greater body of voting, probably not. The only thing that I would say that might change, which could be a big deal,
Joe's diaper.
well, yeah, that too. But but the Republicans that were kind of like on the fence of maybe voting for Trump again, I think between the debate and and all of this stuff that's going on with Hunter Biden, I think a lot of these people are probably are going to vote Trump now. Like they realize that, look, if you vote, if Biden gets in, first off, all the Hunter stuff is getting tossed away. Like it's just gone. And two, all the trade deals in the Middle East, they're done. Or the peace deals, they're done.
Yep. He'll move the embassy back to, whatever. He'll move the embassy back out of Jerusalem. He'll just literally, he'll spend his whole life.
It really wouldn't surprise me.
Spend the first year and a half of his presidency undoing everything Trump did, and then the next 6 months fighting off his own impeachment by the Democrats, who intend to just ride him into the White House as a Trojan horse, anyways.
Yeah,
bullshit, man. Bullshit. They won't go through all that trouble. That man will die, or naturally, peacefully in his sleep, and it will be widely reported. And President Kamala will reign supreme.
Honestly, is it Kamala or Kamala? Which is the right one?
Yeah.
I mean, we can all.
Camel toe.
Kamala. It's Kamala Harris.
It's like the Black Pamela.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, I agree with Apex. I think they'll find a way to make him die naturally. But I don't think that it's going to take much, because I'm looking at, there's no way you're going to tell me that he doesn't have some sort of Alzheimer's. I was looking up the WebMD for Alzheimer's, like some of the signs and symptoms, and I'm pretty sure he has all of them.
Well,
I think he has about all of those symptoms.
Well, yeah.
I thought it was a nice touch that page just keeps refreshing over and over again. It's pretty good.
Well, sure, but I will say this, Phil, but WebMD. I mean, I've gone on WebMD before for common colds.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's true too. Look, that's true too. But I've been in the mental health field for a little bit too, and there's some of the stuff that he does, like Joe Biden does, is very congruent with people that have Alzheimer's.
Nice brew.
Huh?
I'm reading the chat.
Yeah, and it's like because he does this blink thing when he's asking a question and it feels like he's having trouble answering it. He does this like strenuous blink type thing, where you could tell he's struggling to just communicate in the most basic of ways, right?
Yep.
And it's
hard reboot happening.
He was pacing today at the fucking the Pennsylvania. They had a Pennsylvania rally or whatever, and he was just pacing aimlessly. What the fuck was he doing back there? Like Joe Biden was talking, and he was just back and forth, wandering. I don't know. It's bad. It's bad. I don't think it's going to take much to knock down that king. But
the thing it is too is they might not even have to kill him. They might just say that he has Alzheimer's or something like that, and just say that he needs to convalesce or something like that, and get rid of him that way. Why kill him?
Yeah. I don't think that I definitely think that Pelosi's her bringing up the 25th Amendment and trying to bring this commission, this 25th Amendment commission, it was definitely for Joe. I don't think it was for Trump. I don't think they're going to be able to do it for Trump, but I think they definitely will for fucking Joe. Joe, because I mean, it's legit. There's no any psychologist or psychiatrist worth their salt at all is going to be this dude got something.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like anybody that pays attention, that's obvious. But how old is he?
About that age.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I know he's in his 80s, but 88,
Dude, if he died
89,
in his
something like
sleep,
that.
nobody'd be like, "Whoa, what a
But
shock!"
there's a
I mean,
but
he's older than my grandfather that died a few
agreed.
years ago.
Agreed. But
You know,
what the problem is like, and people on the left are saying this too, right? They're like, well, everybody that age stutters or forgets some stuff from time to time. Yeah, but like everybody else isn't running for leader of the fucking free world, right? Like
well,
there's an
right? It's
expectation. There's a much lower expectation for grandpa as there is for somebody running for the leader of the free world. Like
well,
it's
I mean, you're right about that. And to expand on it, though, from personal experience of friends and loved ones that are becoming more and more vehemently, or just more and more militarized. It's funny because I'm the bad guy, but I'm the one standing here going with my hands up, going, "You're fucking trouble for anything." I mean, that is kind of what Trump is. If you there's many different simple ways you could break it down to, but that's what a lot of these leftists see him as. They were bullied. Everybody was bullied at some point. They
Right.
either stood up to that bully or they fucking became the people that they are now and
No, they didn't
held.
stand up to that bully. These are the people that hate
No,
their
no, no,
parents
no.
and God
I'm
because they had to wake up early a bunch of Sundays when they were a kid.
Bro, I'm saying that like everybody was bullied as a kid. Everybody dealt with that at some point, and you either beat the fuck or got beat up by that bully, and you took that path, or you didn't, and you fucking became these people that they are now that can't stand a man for all of his faults, which there are many. Uh, that is doing his best to push against all the things that these people 5 years ago stood for. And I mean, it's fucking fun. It's mind numbing and it's crazy making. To do it on the internet is fun. Just kind of fuck. And I do actually enjoy genuine debate with strangers on the internet, depending on how they approach it. Which it's rare that it's done with any sort of decorum. But the rare times that it is, I embrace it, and I will agree to disagree a lot of times, or I rarely have learned something from strangers. But these people in my life that I know, that it's like it's like dealing with the worst of the people on the internet that just pop in and go, I mean, just the most smooth brained fucking takes you've ever heard. I get from my mother especially. I've got a whole fucking several pages of CNN and MSNBC articles about Trump and his mental state and like how good he's doing as a president. And former GOP candidate runner says Trump's campaign is the worst he's ever seen, quote unquote. Like, I'm I'm not trying to change your mind. You are shaming me because I won't wear a mask. And that's where this all started, in particular with my mother. And I don't want to rehash because I did talk about this the other night with Sam. Rehash too much, but just for context, she yeah, it all started with the mask thing, which everyone in this chat and everyone listening knows how I feel about that, and how we all pretty much feel the same way, I think. But I just realized that Phil left, and I was like talking directly to him because I assumed everyone else in the chat knew the story. So
Wait,
but
did he
yeah,
actually?
Phil's gone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The stream cut out for a sec too. I don't know why, but we're back now. But also,
Oh, good. So my rambling was into the ether. Good.
also, thanks to Brew for banning that one guy. Appreciate
Oh,
it.
that
There's a
wasn't that
ban.
wasn't that wasn't some shithead friend of y'all's. That was an actual shithead. That's hilarious. I'm jaded, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I see something like that, my first instinct is it's like some friend of yours who's just fucking, fucking busting your balls.
And well, evil Eric, you need to get here on time, Mister, so you can hear the story.
Phil, best name, Phil.
Well, I mean, his real name is Dictator Phil, or as I call him, Dick sometimes.
So
But
I just want to say, Sam,
Jolly gets it. Jolly understands. That's what it's like in the, or at least what I'm used to it being like in the danger. There's pretty much constant ball busting. So somebody comes in like, you're gonna come in a lot hotter and a lot heavier before I'm like, oh, you don't like us.
yeah, I wouldn't even have noticed. But
Right.
Sam, don't you go swapping your Texas blonde out for my Brew City? That's my simp. Well, actually, I'm currently cutting her grass with my teeth. I'm chained up outside her window. So
so that's
I couldn't get into her shed. I mean, she told me there was a mower in there, but I'm not sure I believe her because
he's whatever the boy keeper called.
they've got cat boys. I'll be the first sheep boy.
So that's why I hear chains rattling. That's you chained up.
Yeah, yeah, that's me. I'm looking at her. I'm looking at her typing into the chat right now. The scissors you gave me were used to kill all of these feral fucking raccoons you stuck out here with me. I had to fight them for the food you threw like fucking birdseed.
I suspect not all of them were feral, but they were all plump.
Well, listen, they were all rabified, foaming at the
rabified.
mouth. Yeah, yep. She's not very nice to me, but I think deep down she's there's a good woman in there. She wants to take care of me.
Yeah, she's torturing that good woman too.
Right. Oh, fuck me. Anyway, so you were in the chat the other night, right? Gabe?
Raccoons are racist. Anybody smart in the ghetto is racist.
Mm-hmm.
Raccoons.
They only go to the.
Raccoons are fucking mean.
Not always, man.
They make terrible pets because they
can
shoot you with your own gun.
They absolutely can.
Any pet that can pull the trigger is not welcome in my life.
No, bro. I mean, they could do more than that. They could like cross wire the fucking, like cross some wires in the fucking, in your fucking breaker box and set your house on fire and make it look like an accident and kill you in your fucking sleep and then eat, whatever's left from the remains. Because he will sacrifice you and your family to eat the shit that he can't get to while you're alive.
This is all pretty grim.
No, it's just true. I mean, raccoons are they're racist, man.
I think possums are terrible. In Tennessee, when I lived there, I would drive over to my friend's house, and it's like this super twisty road. It was just like the greatest thing. And I'm usually on my bike, but my bike was at the shop, so I'm driving my friend's truck, and I cream a fucking possum. I mean, it's just behind me. There's just chunks rolling still as I look in the rear view. Fucking destroyed it, right? Drive back about an hour and a half later, and there's two more possums eating that first possum, and they get fucking creamed too.
Aw.
There's just freaking possum chunks everywhere.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I hated possums for most of my life.
Giant skull-faced rats. I do too.
Yeah, but bro, they're actually not. They don't do any real. I mean, they'll get into your garbage and shit, and they'll eat your cat food if you got outside cats. But they actually do a lot of good, being the only marsupials in North America. Raccoons, on the other hand, okay, let's put it to you this way: it's like
I am a marsupial.
Possums,
I am a mammal.
possums,
I have a pouch.
Okay, no, that's perfect. You're weighing into the analogy I was just about to make. Possums are like the builders and creators of a society, which they calmly maintain and don't cause a lot of harm. Some, there may be some bad apples here or there. They're the whiter of the mammals we're referring to. And then you have raccoons who come in and break and rape and kill for fun. They will literally tear your chicken's fucking heads off just because. And raccoon lives matter. RLM. They'll leave signs. They'll leave signs all over your yard.
I could be mistaken, but I think this is an analogy for something else.
Oh no! I was not. I was just telling a story, Sam. Of course, I was making a racist joke.
Of course, because thank God.
I was saying possums are like meek possums are like the meek white people that inherited all these great things, and the raccoons are like the other people. I don't know, man. I'm not Johnny Arcade. I can't lean into it that hard. I need to be more drunk.
Well, raccoons are only 13% of the animal population, and yet they...
Yeah, but they're responsible for more than 50% of the knocked over trash cans.
Bro,
and dog nappings too, don't forget. That's actually, in all seriousness, that's...
You know how many dog fighting rings are busted by being run by raccoon overlords?
Most?
I mean, animal abuse, yeah, of plenty. Yeah, I mean, it's a laundry list in the raccoon community. So, yeah, I mean, the possums are okay, man. They're weak and they're pussies and they're kind of scary. They definitely are rat-faced or skull-faced rat fucks. But if you can avoid hitting them, you should. Raccoons, steer towards them.
They look like a muskrat that got its face stuck in a giant pencil sharpener.
I'm talking entirely about the actual animals, raccoons and possums now. We're not making analogies anymore. Please don't steer your cars. Please don't steer your car.
Thanks to... Thanks to...
Challenger incoming.
Thanks to Melissa for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the Savages.
Hey, thanks, Melissa. Welcome to the fucking danger zone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so since you weren't in the conversation the other night, Mr. Castle, where do you land on the aliens having dicks?
Well, if they had dicks, they wouldn't need all those artificial probes. Really, the important question is, do they have vaginas?
That's what I was trying to say, man. And not even do they have
something that would pass for a vagina. We're really not that picky. We just want to bang an alien and then put that shit on our resume.
And we're talking, I don't know, 100,000 years ago or more. So we're gorillas at this point. I mean, not only will we fuck anything that's like our literal life mission as a species. So these amorphous creatures come down. If there is an orifice that, you can pin these spindly little gray fuckers down with your 400-pound gorilla body and stick your gorilla dick inside of, you're going to do it. And these super smart aliens who haven't thought about, actual insemination for between this, they do it all with their
It could
robots
be the opposite. It could be they could have devolved the fucking college student level of fucking pornosity. So they just spent the entire fucking 10,000-year journey fucking like rabbits, and when they get here, they're super friendly and they fuck us all to death.
Now we're talking. They show up like a fucking frat party in a goddamn party bus.
They just use us like fucking flashlights and throw away our broken bodies.
Yes. Okay. Good answer. I'll take that.
I was
Sammy, how do you feel about that?
Well, I was gonna see if Interest of Stuff wanted to come on and talk about the
The what?
One of Lissa's. I mean, one of Brewpe's people wanted to come on and talk about.
Brewpex. Yes. my queen.
She's not your wife. She's not your waifu yet, Apex. But you're.
She is my queen, though. It says so in my Discord. You can't change that. She might be able to, but
It says so carved into my arm. You can't change that.
Yeah.
But
No,
you know, she's pretty close. So
maybe
but no,
I'm not your wayfarer. Oh fuck.
He's not your catalog full of overpriced home furnishings.
Yeah, yeah. Filled with apparently children or something. Was that is that the Wayfair scandal thing? Wasn't that?
You lost me, man.
No, there was like earlier this year, I think. There was a big thing on the internet where there was furniture being sold by the names of children that were missing. And it was like
oh shit!
It was like super.
Dude,
it was like
that sounds like Ed Gein dark.
Am I making this up, chat?
Maybe, we don't know.
I'm asking chat because chat knows
yeah.
all.
Yeah, right. Like this is fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and they're the goddamn audience. Good.
No, okay. Rapex I will take, but Apex Pedo, I will not stand for that.
Oh. Oh no. Oh yeah. That.
Eric says it was real.
Well, of course. Well, of course, Eric would know something like that, whether or not it's real, though. I feel.
Wait. I was gonna say you can't put that on Eric because I'm the one that brought it up. You fuckers didn't know anything about it. Yeah, $30,000 rugs and shit named after kids that were missing, and like a fucking armoire that $7,000 or some shit named fucking like Christine Thompson or something that went missing 5 years ago or whatever.
What was the explanation for all this? That's the only question.
There wasn't one.
Why?
There wasn't one.
Well, then I wish I had never learned this because I hate that shit. There's just be bits
me
and
too.
pieces just floating around in my goddamn brain for the rest of my life, waiting for something to attach themselves to.
Hey, Nirai, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah.
You haven't popped.
What's up, Nirai?
You haven't popped in here in a while. I know you're in my Discord now. If you wanna,
the old men come out together. We got a Nirai and an Evil Eric, neck and neck. They must have just got done being gay together.
Well,
the only reason I get to hear from Evil Eric is because the wicked Whitmer of the West finally fucking lost all her magic, and he can stick his head out his window now.
That's true. Well, and we know that.
And Nirai had to move like I think they moved twice. We're like, is this far enough? No, I can still smell it. All right, wait till the lease is up.
Well, and we know that Nirai must be on the toilet now because he has a chance to tune in and.
So if he posts more than once, it's because he's pooping. Otherwise, it was real quick. He had a break and he was checking it out.
Yeah.
Man, it's too bad I can't record. I can't record video while I'm talking on a Discord because I have the cutest little kitten in my lap that's upside down. I'm doing like that.
Larry Rapshaw with the $5 donation.
Larry, thank you.
You've been calling people smooth brains. What does that mean necessarily though, Larry? I mean, you're a pretty smooth guy, but
he's still in New York, Jolly.
I'm not sure.
No, smooth brain. That means I'm gonna butcher this because I don't really know, but my understanding is wrinkles in your brain means there's complexity to the neurons and shit. So smooth brain means you have basically no brain function. Or rather, the more wrinkles in your brain, the more neurons and neurological. Not necessarily that you are smarter, but you have more. There's more.
So it's like plain brain and Damascus brain. I get you.
Yeah, you got me.
I get it now. Thanks, Larry. Like I said, for the.
Hey, I gave you the. Oh yeah, thank you, Larry. I was gonna say I gave you the explanation, but Larry gave you the $5, so he definitely deserves the.
And thank you, Gamma, for the explanation, because Google would have given me fuck all if I had
You know,
searched.
Sam, I've been meaning to ask you: are we fucking in jail lately on your podcast? Should I start calling you Whitfield? Why do you call me Gamma? I'm not an amorphous Gamma. I'm either Apex or Apex Gamma, or you could call me by my first name, which I'm not going to say out loud right now. You could do that, but
Can
I'm
I
just talking shit, man.
can I call? Well, I feel weird calling you Apex, and
Why?
I
Everybody
don't.
else calls me.
Apex doesn't seem like a first name. It seems more like a title. It would be like if I were just to call you like Commander, or I don't know.
That's
I agree with
literally
Sam on that one.
You're
that's literally what it means, though. That's literally how I titled it. I am the peak Gamma. I'm the top Gamma of the
And
animal
so
kingdom.
and see
your title is Apex. It's the descriptor. You're not just a Gamma. You're the Apex Gamma.
Right.
But,
so so if we're talking about Marines,
but if I was the best Gabe, I would be the Apex Gabe.
But if we're going to talk,
would you call me Apex
terms,
or would you call me Gabe? I mean, if you were forced to salute me, sure, you better fucking call me Apex.
No. See, because we're talking
if you're my
about
friend
titles
and
here.
we're on YouTube and we're shooting the shit and talking about alien vaginas and stuff.
If we're talking about titles, though, like Marines, you don't walk up to a colonel and say, "How you doing,
I
Marine?"
was just thinking the same thing, bro.
Yeah,
you can call me Captain any day, boys.
I mean,
yo.
There's Jolly.
What's up?
See, I got a promotion. I used to be Sergeant Safety. Now I'm Captain Careful.
To answer your question though, Apex Gamma, Jeff, whatever,
There it is.
whatever the
That's
fuck,
fine.
whatever the fuck we're calling each other these days. We are actually in jail on YouTube because this is a Wrong Think podcast. Amazingly, we're still monetized on the audio podcast. So go subscribe over there, and
nobody should spend money on this.
And subscribe to the Patreon, Sam Whitfield,
and subscribe to the Whitfield Report on Patreon, which is in the show description link, so that you can listen to even more spicy conversations, which will be coming down the pike. But speaking,
I did not know that Apex was a balloon knot polisher, but there's all kinds of secrets coming out in the chat.
But anyway.
Oh, excuse me, I'm a what?
A balloon knot polisher.
I don't know what that is.
Even funnier than
Fan of the old sheriff's badge, eh?
I literally don't know what that is.
That's funny.
But
what does a balloon knot look like whenever you stare it in the eye?
Yeah, when you're just looking right at a balloon knot, what does it remind you of?
Oh, from the side you would blow into. Okay, I was thinking I was imagining a balloon knot from the side, like I'm like, I don't know what that is.
I never met a chick with an Audi. Jesus Christ!
No, man.
Oh shit!
That brings some flashbacks.
There you go. You should probably expunge those. Are you drinking?
No, I still haven't gotten any more whiskey, unfortunately. I did go out shooting today, though.
So Jolly,
well, lucky you. All the ranges around here are still fucking closed. Well, okay, the outdoor free range is closed. All the ones where they're like, you need a membership.
I
mean, luckily, where I live is basically a range, but I'll stop interrupting you.
Back on from the land, exactly.
How is my favorite fucking pirate doing? And have you finished building the wheelchair ramp so that I can hide out once Biden becomes president and I become a fugitive of the law? Or am I gonna have to piggyback ride you all around the ranch?
Master Blaster and Blaster Master together again.
I'll build you a chariot
We're gonna find out who runs Bartertown.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Well, you know, that once that if Biden becomes president, we're already all on a list. I'm sure, all of us.
Well, yeah, but I mean, only the people who can, respect themselves when this all goes tits up and pear-shaped are on lists. I mean, Jesus Christ, if you're not on a list by now, what have you been doing?
Right, exactly.
I mean,
people are like, man, I should get a gun. I'm like, what? I mean, like, only if you want to throw another one on top of the pile you already have. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're about a decade or two late there.
Yeah. If you don't have a gun by now, go out and buy whichever gun you fucking think you're going to need. Pay whatever the fuck you have to. That's your fault. It's a stupid tax.
Yeah. Oh my God, this year has been
send your
fucking
fucking wife
crazy.
to the grocery store and fill your pantry while it's still cheap and relatively plentiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
For the gun enthusiasts out there. This year has been fucking outrageous because I just went on a multi-state excursion with my dad last week to hit up a few gun shops to see what they have, and holy fuck, is everything outrageous right now.
Yeah, there's nothing anywhere, and if there is, it's just like, you want what? Really? Because 6 months ago it was half that.
Yeah. Although I do have a buddy that...
How many times this has happened? What, like, this is probably like the 6th or 7th time this has happened in the last 12 years? I mean, one time we bought the ammo out so bad, it was fucking bought out back to the mines, for fuck's sake.
Like, even right now, it's all the way back to the factories, because everywhere I've been, and everybody I've talked to says, like, the popular shit, especially handgun ammo, they'll get in, like, 6 boxes, and it'll be gone within fucking 2 hours.
Right. It was like this for quite a while too, and then Trump got in, and I was like, "Hey, everybody, we got a reprieve. We can, it's gonna go to guns. We should get ammo while we can." Man, just because the sky hasn't fallen doesn't mean it's not gonna. I was just early.
Yeah, well, I'm just very disappointed.
I have friends and family members who I'm sure are just like, "Holy fuck, that crazy fucker was right."
That's not even the funniest part though. Are you ready for the funny part? One of my neighbors legit said today, I should really think about getting a first aid kit. And I'm I'm just like, whoa. I'm like, wait, I'm like, first off, you live in Florida. Do you and I live in the same state? And he's like, yeah, why? I'm like, how do you live in Florida and not even have a basic first aid kit in your home? Second off,
that's living on the fucking edge, living in Florida without a basic first aid kit.
Living on the edge would be having a small first aid kit. Living without a first aid kit in Florida is like Wile E. Coyote when he's in midair but hasn't looked down yet, so he doesn't realize that he's about to fall. That's what living in Florida without a first aid kit is. But and what was also funny was this guy was also talking getting guns and whatnot, which is like, okay, yeah, you should do that too, but
it's not like a sports car where a man can just buy one and automatically be awesome at driving it. You need to fucking practice.
And again, if you don't even have a first aid kit,
you should practice with that shit too.
Yeah,
totally.
I mean, I don't have a professional surgery kit, but I have plenty of fucking butchering tools, and that could be considered the same
you can go
thing.
back with the gangs in New York, motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
That's right. I mean, actually, I've been crazier about knives than guns for my entire life, and I believe my knife collection is pushing 300 now.
That's way more than I have, but not more than I will make.
Yeah, but to be fair, most of mine are like the cheap-ass gas station getters that I bought when I was like fucking 10, but I still have a lot.
I sat down and did the math, and we have over $3,000 worth of just Emerson.
Oh,
Maybe
so you
malintent.
so you have 3 knives.
No, it's more than that. But yeah, it's pretty disgusting when you think about it. Like, you didn't buy them all at once. Nobody's just like, I'm gonna. This makes perfect sense. They're like, ooh, and you grab it. And
Yeah,
it's $300, you know, $400 here, 200 there.
Yeah.
It fucking adds up on you, and that's just the Emersons. There's more. There's lots of stuff in this house.
yeah.
Yeah,
Emerson's
It's
like
like
the top shit, though.
people are like, I'm showing up. I'm like, do you have a kid? They're like, no. I'm like, well, I gotta ask.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, Eric. I get the idea that guns eliminate the need for the first aid kit in the first place. I get that, but you should still have one, especially if you live in Florida for, oh, I don't know, fucking hurricane season and shit
Right?
like
Yeah,
that.
you should always have some fucking, bottled water in the house and some food, and be prepared for having to fucking prepare food on your grill if the power's out and you got a fucking electric stove. Because I hate electric
Yeah.
stoves. Hate them. Hate them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But, yeah.
I don't. It's been a very long time since I talked about it on stream, but I know I have before. But the location where I grew up, a few years before I was born, my town was actually completely fucking wiped out by a tornado. So I grew up like in the perfect setting for anyone to grow up in, because everyone I knew was always fucking preparing for the worst.
So
Yeah, but Florida gets jaded. It happens so many times, you know what I mean? And there's so many fucking tropical. They have an entire season for it that people, people are stupid. They're just like, it'll be fine. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Or they always
Yeah,
have that plan in their head. Oh, if it gets really bad, I'll leave. Well, what if everybody has that plan, you dipshit? Then nobody's leaving.
Yep. And that is the distinctive difference between, a hurricane and a tornado, because a tornado will ruin your fucking life in one town. A hurricane can do it for like half a fucking state, so.
Right.
well,
Region.
well,
Yeah, no, we had last year, right around this time, in fact, like a week ago last year, the longest tornado destruction path in Arkansas history occurred right here in my town. I mean, the motherfucking thing went right over us, fucked up shit all around us, but we're renting and the place we're in is brick. You know what I mean?
remember
So, we got a couple more dents in the car and, fucking shit everywhere. That's about it. But,
I remember.
there are rich neighborhoods where every tree on the fucking estate got blown over. It's like,
Oh yeah. I
that's
remember when I was like 12, fucking watching a tornado literally jump over the little suburb that I was in. I was like, huh, that was neat. There's just fucking there's nothing you can do but sit there and watch it.
Yeah, Florida hurricanes. I remember the year when Florida got hit by 4. I myself only experienced parts of 3. But during Charlie, I fell asleep because I'd spent days. That was when I worked at the strip club, and I had spent days helping. A ton of those people all had like rental houses and stuff like that. That was before that shit all crashed. So they all had a ton of those motherfucking going when the market was all superheated down in Southwest Florida, which was one of the most superheated housing markets. Anyways, I ran around and helped, the manager had like 7 houses, and the fucking owner of the club probably had about 30 houses, and a bunch of the girls were into real estate too. So I'm fucking running around and putting the hurricane shutters on all these houses, and they tipped me and they took good care of me. But by the time the fucking hurricane actually got there, I was exhausted, and I fell asleep in the guest room at my buddy Steve's house to the sound of the shingles being ripped off the roof above me, while he and his family were in a fucking interior closet with a mattress, like up in front of the fucking door. I was like, you're gonna be fine. Well, here's the way I look at it, and it was, it's real simplistic, and I'm sure somebody who's better at math could probably explain it better than me. But I figure there's 2 outcomes: I'm fine or I'm not. 50-50. Those are decent odds. Fuck it. Right?
Yeah.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah,
If you have 2 possible outcomes, it's totally even which one it'll be. You just flip a coin.
See, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for roulette, so anything better at 50-50 or better is really good for me.
See, I won't gamble with money, but my life, sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I lose, it's not like I got to pay up.
Right.
Yeah, you'll
It wasn't worth that much anyway.
Yeah, you'll just have the missus to settle everything.
Oh, she'll probably be better when I'm gone. Let's be real.
I mean, I'll check in on her if you want me. If
Well, that's nice. She'll love your wheelchair wheels squeaking as you roll up the driveway to service your buddy's girl. Yeah, we're watching you, and Jody.
I mean, what?
I'm not really a backdoor man, but that's where they built all the ramps.
well, let's be honest. Between me and Jolly, either she could go either way. I don't know.
She has terrible judgment. Yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah, those are my favorite. Terrible judgment and daddy issues. I've always been a sucker for those.
You have no idea, dude. I have video of her father saying the most horrific things in the world.
Oh boy.
If I hadn't watched them again the next day, I would have been like, did he really? Wow. Yeah. He's one of the most worthless human beings I've ever met. Like people who literally have no value, and it's only laws against murder that keep them breathing.
Well, that's really saying something from what I know of your experience.
Somebody would have snuffed this guy long before I came into the picture if it wasn't illegal. I'm just saying. Oof. Yeah, no, I thought my mom was bad, but she'd have been like, this dude is a douche.
What?
Fuck, yeah.
Larry, I'm not sure what an accordion is going to do in a fucking prep situation.
He can play Lady of Spain. Maybe somebody will throw some money in a hat or something.
But I mean,
see, me being the fantastical redneck I am, I can think of plenty of things you can make with an accordion. Pressurized air can be very fun in dangerous situations.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, you could fill it up with some kind of flammable liquid that expels in the direction of your choice as you play it.
Oh yes, very Mad Max.
I can't believe it, but he burned 3 people to death with a fucking accordion. Screw John Wick.
That actually makes sense somewhat. I was actually watching John Wick the other night and thought John could be John Wick's son or something like that. I don't know.
Eric is clearly drinking.
I definitely wouldn't say son, but maybe like questionably inbred cousin, maybe. But
oh man, all you need is a big pipe coming up out of the ground and a couple of sturdy leather bands. Didn't Twister teach you anything? I don't want to go to Oz shit.
Oh. Yeah, it's not like a tornado can push a straw through a fucking oak or anything. You ain't got to worry about that.
Exactly. Dude, once in Minnesota, there was a cow walking around with like a fucking 4x4 sticking out of the side of it. It didn't end well for the cow, but I mean, like, it didn't start well either. Jesus.
Yeah.
You know?
I 100% believe that.
I mean, I imagine it started like most cows' lives, out of a cow's vagina. But we're talking about the tornado. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
How about that?
Bless you.
That was me getting the evil spirit. So I'm better now.
Mm-hmm.
Do I hear Biden stuttering in the background?
Yeah. Someone.
Whose basement are you in?
Someone sent me a clip on Twitter of Biden here. So let me see if I can. Let me see if I can pull that shit up to play. Oh, by the way, speaking of black people who Jolly might not completely hate, Kanye was.
Jesus Christ.
Well, first of all, Sam, I wouldn't
Well, there's plenty, I'm
exactly.
sure.
I wouldn't exactly call them people, but memes.
Oh my god, I almost died. I don't think I've ever done a spit take and tried to inhale so quickly that like a cartoon, the spit take like retracted into my mouth and lungs,
Dude.
straight into my.
I have a complex action disaster story about my mustache starting on fire that directly applies to what you're describing.
Oh no!
I did the exact same thing with a fire shot one time with my beard and Everclear. It did not end well.
I'm smoking weed, and I managed to
Guys,
set my fucking mustache on fire. And I'm so surprised by what has happened. Immediate sharp intake of breath. The smoke I inhaled is so disgusting. Immediate vomit, not just out my mouth, but out my nose, extinguishing the flames. And I'm just sitting there, and this is all happened like in just like less than a second. And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? Vomit all over me. Everything tastes and smells terrible. People are, yeah.
Well, it's
not a
it's
good
not
time.
the worst,
Oh.
not the worst possible outcome I can think
No,
of.
I did not poop myself while that was happening.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't suggest taking flaming Everclear shots. That's a fucking bad idea.
Anyway, though, what I was gonna say is Kanye West, who again might not be a person, but is he was on Joe Rogan's I was gonna say he was on Joe Rogan's podcast today. I'm at it.
Really?
Yeah, it's like way long though. I don't have that kind of attention span.
I don't have 3 hours yet to to watch that. Ironically, because I was prepping for our 3-hour stream, which granted is mostly going to consist.
I'm not going to be here. I won't be able to be here for 3 hours. I meant to tell you off the top because I again have a fucking early goddamn day. I got to be up at 5:30.
Okay, well,
it's not that early, but it's early enough.
Gotta go to church and ask forgiveness. I understand.
Now I gotta go and sell shit to fucking farmers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
acceptable. He brought up and made it sound exciting, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Jeff's
I'm a grifter.
Jeff's most exciting thing is being the co-host of the Whitfield Report. I think.
Are you? I was gonna say, are we speaking for each other now, Sam? Are we just gonna? Listen, the most exciting thing I do is get pussy and play guitar. The most exciting things I do is get pussy and play guitar. But coming in a close third is talk shit on the internet with my friend Sammy and my fellow Danger Zoners. Sammy, check your Discord. Check your Discord. I would like you to pull up this tweet. And I don't know if you can play it for the stream. Certainly, I would say certainly not. Perhaps certainly not. But it's a video. All of you can find it too. You, Gabe and Jolly, in the general chat. It's a gentleman. It seems to be on a plane that just happened like yesterday, and he's wearing a Burger King crown.
Is it this King Has Arrived one?
Yes.
All right. Let's see what.
Well, let's be prepared to be demonetized. Is all I'm gonna say. I mean, not any more than you were on Thursday. Not any more than you were on Thursday. But it's really funny. You gotta watch it, and the chat will appreciate it. They haven't seen it already.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm a fan. I'm a fan already.
Oh, you watched it? Oh, Jolly watched it?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. All right, let me pull this shit up. Yeah, let's
Demonetized.
well,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Hey,
It's fine. Listen,
hey,
it's fine. Sam.
hey,
Sammy.
Peg,
Sam. It's fine. All right. It's fine.
I never said it wasn't fine. I just find
No, you didn't. I'm just telling you that it is before you say that it's not, or that it is. I'm just telling you.
you know what I find fun. You know what I find funny is the fact that you think that this show is still going to be monetized by YouTube. That's
Right.
No, that's true. That is really funny. I didn't think that. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the funny thing. I gave up hope. I gave up hopes of monetization even before I met you.
Listen, man. I'm your co-host, but I still play as your protector. I bite my tongue more often than I should, apparently.
Which I appreciate, but
I appreciate, but I'm going to tell you to stop doing from this point
no,
forward, sir.
that's not what I.
Come on, Sammy. Don't play the middle ground on me, bro.
Well, Jeff, we've got to save some. We've got to
Jeff.
save.
Hey, Jeff. Go ahead. Sorry.
We've got to save some material for the Patreon. What I was gonna say.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But what I was gonna say is Susan Wojcicki never liked channels like mine to begin with. So.
Well,
She sounds Polish.
Maybe, I'm less worried about you being monetized as I am you being banned, because all the other platforms are shit. You can survive there, but YouTube is still primary. For outreach. So.
Well, hey, listen. If Owen got away with saying the shit he did and didn't get monetized,
how much money did he make for YouTube?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, how much money and how much shit did he say on YouTube before getting?
It's probably balanced out surprisingly close.
I was gonna say like Owen, when he turned heel, had 250,000 subscribers and was getting 5,000-6,000 live viewers.
I feel more like it was
super chats.
I feel more like it was a Palpatine than an Anakin. I feel like he was always a piece of shit. And he was just hiding it better before. Not like one of those. He was, he was the chosen one, and he turned to the
except Palpatine was right.
Well, yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah. So Sam,
just like a whiny bastard that was a little too tall.
And Palpatine was not retarded either. So
right.
Well, before we get all
fixated on Anakin.
Before we get all fucking nerd gay on Star Wars, let's watch this 44-second Twitter clip of the new king of the airlines. I'm not sure which one.
I agree. I have to start up the screen now and listen to
people need to see it. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, people can see it now, I think. So.
Nobody! Take your shit and get the fuck out of my seat! Kick that nigger bitch off the plane!
Sir, please you need to stop. There are children. Please stop.
Nigger!
Stop. Okay, that's not necessary.
Take your stuff and get out of my seat, please!
We will take care of it,
Thank you.
but I need you to stop yelling.
She kneed me in the stomach. Why are you in my face?
I'm not going to
Have I committed any type of violence?
That's what I was waiting for.
No.
And
So what?
Yes, sir. That's
She kneed me in the stomach!
I don't care what she did. You're being
Thank you!
disrespectful.
Somebody get
Shut
this
the
on
fuck
camera!
up. 2 seconds.
I want a lawsuit! I want a fucking lawsuit! Right now, motherfucker!
All right. Well,
Okay.
Here's what I will say. Sammy Hagar has not aged since leaving Van Halen.
Okay, so everybody's just screaming at each other and hitting each other, and it's just like that's supposed to be a plane full of adults, but instead it's not.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, isn't that also kind of the state of airline travel these days? I mean, let's be real.
Well, I don't know. I haven't. Fuck, I've flown one time since 9/11. Well, yeah, I mean there and back, but that was out to Amsterdam and back. For fuck's sakes, I haven't flown anywhere else. I'll drive or ride.
I mean, I think this is one of those situations where it's like context probably matters. That's the longest clip I've been able to find, and it's 44
It
seconds.
sounds like the dude got hit, then he got
Yeah,
loud.
he got he got kneed in the stomach. Like some fucking bitch came in and was like, "This is my seat," and he bit his tongue and eventually was like, "Kick that nigger bitch off the plane, fuck you!" And then he smiles like a fucking joker to somebody off camera, like he's got some maniacal. Please, sir, please.
It sounds like it was just a can full of shit all around.
Well, yeah,
and it's clearly it's clearly his birthday, so you need to give him a pass for the crown.
Right. And I mean, listen, the white boy's got a face tattoo, and he's got white hair, and his shirt is buttoned all the way to it's the top button, like all the way to the top button. I don't.
What does that tell you?
I wear dress shirts, and I don't do that, bros.
I didn't see this, so this is all I heard was the mayhem.
Oh,
I was like, what a dumpster fire! Yeah.
Dude,
I would have totally just strapped on a parachute and jumped out the fucking door. Y'all can have that, whatever it is.
Go to the general, Gabe. Go to the general chat in the Whitfield Report Discord, and it's I just posted it.
Good.
It's 44 seconds, motherfucker. All right, it's fine. You're good.
What I mean.
I get it. Refusing to
I
watch.
have a pretty good memory for something
good.
as much as I do. I don't want to remember that bullshit.
To be fair, I understand. I understand Gabe's opinions on Twitter because we all know what Twitter is.
Yeah,
it's not Twitter though. It's just a video. It's just a video that happens to be posted on Twitter. That's all.
Yeah,
Twitter's cancer spilling over into other fucking platforms is what it is.
It is.
It's the nothing. I mean, we don't all have a fucking empress who all we have to do is say the bitch's name.
Hey, fat cake boy. Oh,
I do, and her name is Bruce City.
Oh, good Lord.
We all
the Simpsons.
We all have an empress.
I'm just LARPing too much, man.
I have an empress, and her name is at chaotic goodness on Twitter.
Well, mine's better. Mine's better, and mine's here.
Mine will be here. Mine will be here. Probably.
So
at some point. And yeah, fat cake boy, I watched the Hunter Biden tape, but
that's not what he asked you. He asked if you watched the Hunter Biden foot job sex tape. Be more specific, Sam.
I mean,
which folder were you in?
Yeah.
I mean,
which exactly?
I mean, I didn't. Here's that. Did you watch that tape, fat cake boy? That's what I want to know.
Fat Cake Boy's not in here. I did not watch that tape, but I had it described to me by many people. I mean, he's not in the chat or like in the voice chat. Have you degenerates, other degenerates, seen that nonsense? I don't imagine
so. Nonsense. I don't watch foot porn.
Well,
no, I have not.
But
neither have I.
I've basically placed myself into hermit status for like the last 10 to 14 months. So
it's a good move, bro. That's why I like you.
Yeah, you guys are like the only ones I ever interact with.
Definitely safer that way.
Yeah.
For everyone else.
Exactly.
Right, exactly, yeah.
We're all just simultaneously jumping on the grenades of each other.
Like true bros.
Yeah, fucking A, man. Yeah. So anyway, what was I gonna? Oh yeah, the Hunter Biden shit. Oh, I don't know, Sam. What are we talking about? I mean, are we talking like did the pyramids get fucked by monkeys, or are we talking political shit, or should we start talking about tits?
Well,
how the pyramids work, Sam.
Damn, now we're gonna have to talk about why we stopped talking about tits.
Well, I mean,
that's fair. We should always talk about tits.
I would say we never stop thinking about tits, but as adult men in a society, sometimes we have to, put the brakes on talking about them.
Yeah, you have to pretend we're not.
Exactly.
It's dishonest, and I feel like dirty afterwards, and I have to go take a shower and think about it.
Yep.
I'm 100% on board with that.
Got to recharge.
Still not clean enough.
Recharge them tit crystals.
I mean,
go ahead, Sam.
I mean, that's they're much more pleasant to think about than Hunter Biden's and meth mouth and fucking whatever.
Let's just say the last celebrity sex tape I saw bits and pieces of was Screech from Saved by the Bell. So I'm good.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I swear I thought you were going to say Howard the Duck.
Wouldn't it be Howard the
I'm fucking.
Dude,
Okay.
seriously, Sam, you have got to put out a shirt that says "but."
Sam, seriously, you have got to get a better co-host, man. What the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, we all sucked. Seriously.
Yeah,
I feel
we're
like
terrible.
You used to have like guests who would talk about serious things, but apparently Beavertooth is chewing on a different tree now.
Well, all of my serious
Super funny to me, and nobody else gets it.
I love those jokes.
All of the quote unquote serious hosts that once worked with me decided to go into the Never Trump category in 2016. So
there's plenty of people you could have on this, Sam. I mean, I love being here with you, and quite frankly, I would love to be here when you bring serious guests on and try to have serious conversations with them and be like a co-host that pops in with
seriously, like
dick
he's on the
jokes
circuit. What's it going to take to get Kanye on the Whitfield Report?
Yeah,
See, I would suggest never having me on during a serious show because I literally can't be serious.
There's only one call-in guest you could possibly have for Kanye on the Whitfield Report, and that's Doc.
Donald Trump.
Doc.
Doc who?
You never experienced Doc.
Yeah, that Doc, yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to get a hold of Kanye so that he can have, threesome with him and Kardashian Doc. They're eating mushrooms all the goddamn time for like a month, Doc.
Doc disappeared.
The Doc who got a hold of us like months later and was like, "Yeah, I understand why y'all kicked me. It got a little weird there."
Well, I mean, people still download this show though, so it can't be that bad. Even my Sears listeners are like, this shit is pretty funny. Actually, I enjoy listening to it, so it keeps my work day, nice. So that's good.
Jesus Christ! A year from now, you guys will be on some. You'll be some like morning radio shot jocks. It'll be Apex and Andy. They made Sam change his name.
I was about to say I thought I had kind of a shitty job, but goddamn.
It's Gabe, that's great. Your depiction there, because my name is still fake, but we changed Sam's first actual name.
That's the best part. Like at some point, he's just like, "Why did I change my name for real?" And everybody's like, "We don't know, Sam," but it was hilarious.
Sam tries to call me Jeff on this future show, and I fucking berate him for like 10 minutes every time to never call me by my name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God!
Everybody
Jeff
else
doesn't exist.
You're like professional Twitter is at Jeff.
Oh shit!
There's nothing. But seriously, I'll tell you right now, there is an enormous untapped market, like for the absurd that's still actually funny. People are like, everybody's so uptight. At some point, that bubble bursts, and very few people are going to get this joke, but the debauchery that comes after all this uptightedness is gonna birth Slanesh. Okay, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's already happening, man. Maybe I'm just imagining it, but I feel like just from what my ventures on the internet, and even with people in real life in my tiny little corner of the fucking Midwest here, like people's senses of humor, like I mean, I only have one anecdotal piece of evidence off the top of my head, and
Well, that's
I
a
want
trend as far as I'm concerned.
to give shut up. I don't want to give too much away, but the gist is like somebody back in February that we were arguing about both the president and the political atmosphere. They were one of these people that were like, I couldn't talk to about this shit. I would literally avoid them because that's what they wanted to talk to me about. And I was opposed to them. And they were trying to change my opinion. I was just all I ever tried to do was say, look, I don't agree with you and I don't want to talk about it. You don't have to convince me of fucking anything. I'm my own person. I don't have to agree with every goddamn thing you think. Well, now, just 2 days ago, they came to me and I was at work. I was in charge of a business, and I spent a solid 10 minutes laughing about a bit some comedians did about Trump being autistic, and like comparing like his COVID test to an autism test, and how I'd be how Trump beat autism. Is to be fair, it was a come town bit, but the whole idea is that people are laughing a lot more at things that they weren't. They were very serious about. And I mean, again, the one anecdotal piece, there's several people that I know that were much more uptight about everything not that long ago in my life. So yeah, I think it's going to breed the next generation of free speech and cynical comedy. And yeah, I mean, because we're not just America, but the world in general, because the free speech core of comedy has spread across the globe. And I mean, say what you will about this country, but we've done a lot of good, and or we've birthed a lot of good. I won't say we've done a lot of good as a country necessarily, but the people within it, and but anyway, yeah, I think we're at another heel turn moment. I think a lot of the black pill ideology says that we're headed for the fall of Western civilization, which I
agree with.
I could see 100%, and
It'll be fine.
I'm mentally prepared. I'm mentally prepared for it. But the other thing to consider is what we would consider the fall of civilization, Western civilization, that could take 5, 10, 20 years of chaos from what we've known in our entire lives and our grandparents' lives before us, wouldn't birth the next generation of what we were just talking about. We may not see it, and we may die fighting for it, but I mean,
it's entirely possible that the best thing we can do is be an ember, banked and ready for a breach.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I mean, yeah.
I for the most part, I agree with what you're saying, but as far as I see things, either one of two options are going to happen there. Either you're right, and we're going to see that evolve into, go back to. I don't really know how to put it in words. I'm not drinking enough to fucking conversate.
Just to clarify, though, I mean, I just mean that, like, I'm not saying that anything that we believe or that we stand for as individuals or as a group collectively in this voice chat should ever wane, or that the ideals at the core of the American spirit should ever wane. I don't think that those things will. Mm-hmm. I think that we may be outmoneyed, and we're certainly not outnumbered. And that's the thing that I'm banking on, is that the people with that nugget of America, and what that really means, that it's, you strip all the nonsense away, what it means, not even just American, but just a free soul, which effectively is American. That is that outnumbers all this money and all this shit that runs our lives and has for generations now. And when it all comes down, you, me, and everyone in this chat, and I imagine a lot of the people listening will probably have to fight and die and for the things that we all believe, like our fucking forefathers did, maybe under false pretenses in a lot of cases, but they went into it with those ideals, and I mean, aside from the propaganda, Western civilization was built on this idea of sacrifice for the future, and that sort of thing. Who's laughing?
I'm of the opinion that even if everything all fucking collapses to the ground, everything changed as far as we know, everything we've ever known is completely different. The two best things that has come out of this whole America, I think we can all agree, would be free speech and the Second Amendment. No matter where we go from there,
order them
I think
differently.
those. Yeah, exactly.
Nope,
No matter where we go after here,
waving a gun around.
yes, no matter where we go afterwards, I think those two things will follow.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
I mean, the sovereignty of the individual is a pinnacle, I think, of Western civilization, not just American.
American democracy is said to have been a 5,000-year leap in the evolution of how we govern and interacted with each other.
Right. So we're ahead of.
But there is
jumped
nothing
way the fuck ahead of schedule, and now the rubber
there's
band.
nothing stopping it from slipping into 1,000 years of darkness before that light shines again, except determined people.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not necessarily even in the mindset that that's a bad thing, because I'm not particularly a fan of democracy myself. But
democracy itself is never actual democracy is never anything more than a transitional. You don't stay in a democracy for very long. It goes to something else, one way or the other.
We are a republic
because it's mob rule. Yeah, it's mob rule at its core.
Exactly. Everybody's like, well, that's fair. Oh, yeah, because 51% of the people could vote the other 49% into slavery overnight. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's the 2 wolves, 1 sheep rule.
We must have fucking grown up with different Sesame Streets. That's all I got to say.
Well,
well, you don't want to see Sesame Street nowadays, Gabe. You'd be just so sad.
Well,
I don't even watch South Park. Are you kidding me?
I remember when Mr. Hooper was still running the store before he died and Gordon and Maria took over. That's when we learned about death in my generation.
Yeah.
I remember Blue's Clues when they still had Steve.
Yeah, I was too old for that.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't.
I remember that. I remember that too. Jolly. I remember when having.
I remember Sesame Street before Barkley was there, back when Mr. Snuffleupagus was still invisible, and the only one who could see him was Big Bird.
I remember when having Steve as a straight white guy was still a thing. No, I remember
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood before Daniel Stripe and Tiger moved in, well before the platypuses.
I remember when being
old.
I remember when being a white guy wasn't a completely bad thing, according to popular.
When was that,
good.
Sam?
Yeah, well, it's still pretty good, to be honest with you.
I mean, it is still pretty good. Like, if
it's not as good as it was.
It
used to be a lot better.
I mean,
I'm not going to lie to you. It's never done me any disservice, even to this day.
Yeah.
So it's good to be.
It's never done me disservice either, except I have to hear. Angry...
Wait, Sam. Wait, they're not intimidated by your white skin, bro. It's the fucking flamethrowers. How many times do I gotta? You can't keep putting your white with your fucking death chair. That is your death chair is your privilege. Quit appropriating my culture. All right, I don't appreciate it.
It's either the flamethrowers or the spinners, one of the two.
Yeah.
Listen, motherfucker. Here, the way it goes is they start complaining. Oh, even though, and this is only half a joke, folks, but they start going. Oh, you're.
Don't do me. I ruin the jokes before I do them. Don't you do that?
You're a white guy. You have privilege, even though you're crippled. So I turn on the flamethrower. Yeah, come again. You want to talk about privilege? Nope, you're good. We have no issue. Have a nice day.
Well, okay,
No.
well, see, now you just played. I could just imagine an SJW with pink fucking hair, some big dyke bitch that weighs like 300 pounds and is like 6'2", standing there playing hard ass when the flamethrowers come out and being like, see, now you just proved exactly your white privilege, Mr. Whitfield, because what colored person has a wheelchair with flamethrowers? What colored person can get arrested by the police and not be murdered?
And see,
you lost already, man. Game over.
And see, you're
flamethrowers engage. Is what happens at that point. Sorry.
If I wanted to be serious about the white privilege argument, I'll usually bring up tax contributions and crime statistics, and then it becomes a different argument entirely very quickly.
Yeah, well, and depending on who you talk to, it doesn't matter what evidence you cite, because they can pull up their own limited studies of the same crime statistics that show different numbers, and you can't explain to them that you're looking at a 1-year period, not a 15-year period that I'm trying to show you, or something like that. So, Sam, you were trying to say something there. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say in that whole thing of the SJW, talking about me having white privilege with the flamethrowers. You assume that she made it that far into the argument before I actually turned on the flamethrower, and there was
Sam. If you appropriate my culture one more fucking time, I am Alan Powell on your motherfucking ass. You have
flamethrowers activate. Flamethrower. Are you sure? Are you? I mean, don't test me, Jeff. You know what the flamethrower.
Listen. I have DZ training. I could be behind those flamethrowers and have them disabled and re-welded to fire directly into your ass. By the help of the two men in this voice chat, I bet you I could fill in the gaps in knowledge in my brain.
Is called the Mexican Tomorrow.
Why
Mexican Tomorrow? What the fuck is that?
Why my ass specifically, Apex? That seems kind of gay.
Because it's a theme.
Are you?
Well, you see, Sam. Are you Sam? Wait. It's the seat of your power. So if I can take that out.
Seat. He said seat.
Jeff, are you trying to tell me something?
I'm trying to tell you that I'm coming for your ass with your own flamethrowers. That's all.
Do I hear the opening to Jane's Addiction Been Caught Stealing? What is that in the background?
All this gay talk is pissing off my German Shepherd.
He's like, let me up the faggots. I want to chew their faces off.
Apex.
I trained him well.
Good boy.
Jeff, you're coming for my ass. That seems kind of. You might want to.
Or is a prelude to on or in.
No, Sam. I don't need to rephrase it, because unlike you're doing and the fake news media, my full quote was, "I'm coming for your ass with your own flamethrowers."
Oof.
End of quote. Not coming for your ass. That little mid quote, like you're trying to do there, Mr. Fake
Back
News.
up in the ass.
Get it right. Back it up, Sam. Get it right.
And as the point I've made many times in here before, asserting dominance is not gay.
It's not gay. At least one of them's crying.
Exactly.
Especially not with their own flamethrowers, man. Come on.
but what you fail to understand is I have fail safes so that the flamethrowers can't be used against me.
And what you fail to understand is your queen in Texas, who is my fellow Texan, has already turned coat on you, friend. She told me all your secrets. I know your fail safes. So
he's going to be able to remotely shut you down.
Don't trust women's.
Beep beep boop.
Don't trust Skynet.
Well, I mean, Jolly,
I had a bad experience.
What you fail to understand is I am Skynet.
Oh, so you're Sirio now?
All right. Now, yeah, I was gonna say Sirio's fucking got his neural net in Sammy's brain. It's over. We're not even okay. I'm hip to the game now. I'm hip to the game now, Robot Sirio. Give it up.
You thought that Sammy was running the show. Sammy's been gone since March.
That means he's gonna
for Greek hitman Sergio Panikakis.
This means he's gonna be installing Skyrim on the wheelchair. We're all fucked now.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh
my god.
That was weird. Hey, Sirio's in
there he is.
Did you have a stroke just now, Sam? What happened?
Sirio's always here. He's just fucking hiding.
You want to know something funny? I subscribed to you a long time ago, and something about one of your mods fucking you over with the key, and some fucking dragon mod. They just keep showing up randomly in my fucking suggestions. We're just like, Skyrim stuff. Literally the only Skyrim stuff that ever pops up in my suggestions.
He's an artist.
He
doesn't sleep. Because he's like, he keeps having kids. He keeps spacing them out just enough so that he don't get any sleep.
So that's what happened with Nacho.
Legend has it that Robot Sirio has 937,000 children. All of them are robots.
I thought all of them were binary. No.
Well, that's the listen, Sam.
As opposed to non-binary.
Don't get all SJW on me, bro.
That's not.
That's what I said. Damn it!
Stolen Japanese wheelchairs.
That's a coding joke, not an SJW.
I know. Yeah. I was trying to make it into an SJW joke, but I'm so fucking stoned and retarded that I forgot what I said before. Like literally, 5 seconds before I said that.
Sometimes I'm left with the impression that stoned is not your natural state.
Stoned is my natural state.
I was just going to say.
No, I mean,
sometimes
it is.
Sometimes I doubt it. Because, your brain stops working.
Oh.
I love the
well,
pause.
Maybe. Right. See? Beep. Oh. So it's working again. Yeah. No, you should see me when I'm not stoned. My brain just doesn't work.
Mine's worse. It's a pulse start, too, so.
Run, run. No, sorry.
Damn, that was a joke from when I was a little kid.
I know, me too.
We're never getting fucking monetized on this podcast.
Oh, hey, Apex, you act like I'm ever gonna get monetized. Say all the shit you want. 45 minutes later, we're never getting monetized now. Fuck you, Apex. That's what I'm here for.
I feel like he may be of two minds and four wheels on the subject.
I wasn't.
4 wheels that you can see.
Thank you.
I still picture him on one of those spider things, like the guy from Wild Wild West. Like all steampunk robotic spider.
Yes. Listen, I have inside information. I have inside information, which may or may not be from a cute blonde in Texas who is my fellow Texan who is closer to me than she is to Sam. That the recent Gundam test in Japan that was
I
televised
saw that.
was actually Sam's wheelchair. That's
I'll tell
Sam's
you right now.
wheelchair. He was,
That was just an advanced prototype for the new Crippletron formation. You know, Voltron wasn't always lions. It started off as like a bunch of torches.
Crippletron! Fucking Crippletron! Oh shit! Sam, what do you say to these accusations, young man?
What's an Apex? I get it. You live closer to the cute blonde. I will move in. I will actually.
No. I don't actually. I live further from Texas than you do. I'm just from that state, so we're naturally close. You know? We're naturally more connected because we're Texans, bro. You don't understand.
The biggest problem is Apex lives closer to me, so by process of osmosis, he's becoming more rapey.
More rapey, more racist,
yes.
more redneck.
Exactly, all the good stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like an Easter basket full of that kind of thing.
I'm going to tell you guys a true story. I get dressed for work. I put on Carhartt socks. I put on Carhartt pants. I put on Carhartt boots, and I put on a Carhartt shirt. And not every day.
So you're a company man, okay?
Not every day. I'm exaggerating. That's not every day. My Carhartt socks are my favorite. My boots are my most recent boots. My Carhartt coat. It's a fuck. I mean, you can't really beat a Carhartt coat considering what I do. For whatever. I was trying to make a fucking joke, guys. It was a street joke. It's just a fucking street joke, guys. All right. I don't know.
Well, see, I sympathize with this because I have the same problem in the winter. Because
you can't finish a joke?
No. I have to reach through 8 inches of Carhartt to pull out 3 inches of dick just to take a piss outside.
Yes.
I imagine eventually there's just a big ball of yellow snow in your groinal area.
Yeah. That's why fucking things like coveralls and bibs.
Frozen cod piece. I put it all together for you there.
Frozen cod. Yeah, no. And, the point though is I've acquired all of this Carhartt, like literal Carhartt name brand. I've got boots and shit, but literal Carhartt brand I've acquired all of which in the last 3 years. And it's just slowly become the only things that I wear because they're the only things worth it. You know what I mean? Because everything else is garbage.
It's quality shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I've got a Carhartt jacket that I've had for like fucking 17 years.
Every single person I know that owns a Carhartt jacket has said something similar. I had to
throw mine away because it got moldy, like black mold. I was scared.
Yeah. Like that's literally the only time you have to throw it away. Like the cuffs on mine is the only thing that's worn down. Everything else is fucking fine.
The only thing the motherfucker's not immune to is barbed wire, especially fresh fucking, 4,000 foot rolls of barbed wire. I don't give a fuck what you're wearing.
Even the fucking quarter-inch thick leather gloves.
I'm picturing you using it like a hula hoop and just being like, oh shit, there go the pants.
Quarter-inch thick leather gloves. A cat. The cattle panels that the farm stores sell. He's like 16-foot cattle panel. They're all rough cut on the edges.
Yeah.
I put one of
I've seen those go through the palm of someone's hand.
That's exactly what
I've had to go. I've had to go through the palm of my hand.
No, I've seen it and I learned. I was just like, I'll stay away from those fuckers.
I had to go through probably not a quarter-inch, but like a fucking 16th inch regular leather glove through the leather glove into my palm. I had to fucking left and right pull my fucking hand off of this half of
and then for months you had to use the other hand to eat M&Ms or they'd end up on the floor.
No, I don't need M&Ms. M&Ms are for oh no, that was Skittles. Never mind.
I knew where you were going with that.
Yeah.
Lean.
But yeah, no. The point though is I was agreeing with you through osmosis through the time I've lived here, and especially since I've known you, I've been in a danger zone. Once I joined the danger zone, the osmosis started. The cells the cells connected, and I've become more racist, rapey, redneck.
Mm-hmm. We're known for corrupting everything we touch.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Agents
like I
of
said,
chaos.
all the good things in life. That's
Agents
right.
of chaos with Agents of chaos with shit kicker boots on.
That's right.
Yeah.
But speaking of boots, mine are Doc Martens, if that tells you anything.
Oh, nice.
So you're a
I haven't
fancy.
had a pair of Doc Martens in years, but Sam's got a pair of Doc Martens that most chicks would fight her for.
Oh, I've got the very common Scots-Irish descended problem where my feet are flat as fucking boat paddles, so Doc Martens are very good for that.
Same here, Jolly.
I actually have a serious
They had to break
foot
my
problem.
arches at the Correctional Christian Youth Ranch, but yeah, I got a similar issue now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so Doc Martens for work and Brooks for fucking everything else.
You know what?
I have the most footwear right now that I've ever had my entire life at one time. Usually I only have 2. Now I have like 9.
These goddamn weed cartridges, man. I tell you what. Just give me some fucking weed, man.
They're not
I'm sick of
satisfying.
these
I
fucking
tried vaping, and it's not satisfying to me.
Dude, I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. When it comes to on the go, you know, at brunch with the gals, the pens are really convenient. They can be nice to get stoned and stay stoned like a degenerate that I am. But when they're a machine, there's things inside of it that have to like connect and work, and you can understand how those things work. Well, you can understand how those things work, and I've been trying for the last 20 fucking minutes to get a goddamn hit of weed, and my stupid fucking pen won't work. The pen works fine, but my cartridge, there's like a half a gram of fucking oil in this thing, and I have no access to it. I can't fucking get high, guys.
It's my same issue with tobacco, because I'm sure you've all figured out by now, but I'm a heavy cigarette smoker.
Yeah.
And I actually tried going to fucking vaping for a little while, and then I very quickly realized it's incredibly gay, so I just threw it away.
Super gay.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the people that are like wicked into it, and they have the like super gigantic fucking shiny, gaudy fucking vapes, and they just constantly blowing out huge clouds of it. And I'm just like, I remember when it was smoke and it was better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just stick to my American Spirits.
And now, listen,
I remember the first time I smoked one of those. What is this stuff? Tobacco.
I want to tell you guys right now that I hold in my hand, my left hand, both a gaudy, ugly, fucking vaporizer that I use to get nicotine from, and a pack of dark green American Spirits. I will send you a picture.
Dude, tell me you don't drink Grain Belt.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Okay, thank God.
No, I've never heard of it.
Because a pack of American Spirits and Grain Belt Premium go hand in hand. It's like one of the cheapest beers you can buy and one of the most expensive pack of cigarettes you can buy.
Yeah, they're fucking $8 a pack now. It's ridiculous.
Jesus. No, I thought it was insane when they were $5.
Yeah,
it was insane when they were $5. Dude. Now it's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking... in like New York, that's got to be like $15 a pack. When I started smoking, it was less than $15 a carton.
Fuck.
You know how it was $1.75 a pack in a machine. That's because I was underage, so that's how I started getting them, from the machines.
You're fucking old, bud.
Now tell me, now, Gabe, in the realm of gaudy, ugly, fucking vaporizers, chuck that general chat and tell me that gold tank on that shiny blue fucking mod doesn't fit the description.
No, that's pretty tasteful, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I've seen so much worse, like where it's like a giant chrome thing and they have to wear it on a lanyard because it's like it's too heavy to carry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one's not that bad.
Strap like a guitar. Jesus.
Yeah, the big ones that I was referring to are like the size of a fucking toaster.
Yeah. They're like, I have this thing's got one. This thing's got a It's got a
like an
6-volt
iPad.
battery in it. You're like, what the fuck is a 6-volt battery? And you're like, oh my god, I forgot those things existed. Jesus.
Hey, this week on Whose Show Is It Anyway? Sam, what do you have to say?
He just looks on and he just gazes on in wild wonder at the joy he has found.
Does anybody here smoke cigars? That's what I.
Sure,
I
once
do
I
love a
hollow
good
them out
cigar.
and put pot inside of them.
Only at weddings and funerals.
I love a good cigar. Exactly. Weddings and funerals are the most general.
still
The
do the
last time I
same thing
smoked a
with them.
cigar was when I was burning a pentagram in the yard for my little brother a year ago.
Based.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I do like a good cigar. A good cigar and some good whiskey. And
like I said, even if it's a good cigar, I'm doing surgery and filling it up with some good smoke.
yeah.
Oh, getting the Colombian aspect there.
Yeah, do
The
not
Cuban,
hand me
rather.
a good cigar unless you want to see that happen.
Now, see,
One of the
what
things
I
I
will
wanted
do.
to do when we went to Amsterdam was get the nicest cigar I could afford and then roll a blunt out of it.
Now, see, what I would do in that scenario is I would get the nicest cigar that I could find, but I would also get a cheaper but also nice cigar in which to roll the weed, and I would I would do both. And because a cigar, that cigar will fucking burn, man. Like, you don't have to sit there and smoke it like a cigarette. It's it's an experience. Like
Well,
a
so will a
podcast.
Garcia Vega blunt if you put the green leaf on the outside.
Like a podcast. Oh god.
Now see what I do, and this might not be any good, but what I do is I'll like I have nice cigars at home, but what I'll also do is I'll go out and buy those cheap gas station ones, and I'll smoke those ones like cigarettes. So that's what I do fairly often. Is like I'll just smoke like.
Oh, so you're trying to connect with the brothers then?
I
Is that what that's about, Sam?
I didn't really.
You feel bad for your wheelchair privilege?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't even realize that was a fucking thing. So
he's gonna get Doc Ock
okay.
tentacles. It's gonna become a field chair.
I didn't listen, dog. I didn't even realize this. I didn't even realize the smoke. I didn't even realize that smoking cigarillos was like a black thing. Yo, I just roll around in my wheelchair and light niggas on fire.
I will say, back in my drinking days, before I even started smoking cigarettes, I too was a fan of the Black and Milds. Because paired with Jim Beam, that was a good night for me.
Again, blunt. No, that's pretty much all I ever do with any of them.
Now see, I
It's
want.
like, holy shit! I don't want to smoke tobacco. I'm here for the weed.
I want. I want the people listening, specifically, not watching but listening, to understand.
Both of them.
Jolly, how old are you?
27, last I checked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, he's for real. He's 27. He's only 2 years. He's only a year and like 3/4 older than I am. But he sounds. But some of you people were asking last week in the podcast comments, who's the 40-year-old? No, that's not.
That's actually me.
That's.
Yeah, that's like, buying a gently used car off a salesman. There's a difference between 100,000.
The mileage.
Yeah, there's a difference between 100,000 miles and then 100,000 miles on the fucking back roads. Let me tell you.
Jolly. My favorite YouTube commenter of all time, Shovel Point in the chat, just asked if you were Sam Elliott's little brother. I knew there was something about your fucking voice.
I'm not
That's
sure.
Good, Shovel. Thank you, Shovel. I'm not sure. Yeah, right.
I don't believe so, but I'm humbled by that and appreciate it.
I've actually been called.
That guy
there once was a man. There once was a man.
There.
I can't remember any more than that from
that movie. There once was a man. I wouldn't necessarily call him
Tuck it.
There once was a man. I wouldn't exactly call him a hero because what's a hero anyway? But there's
What's
a
a
man.
hero? Yeah. There's a man. Yeah, dude. Good stuff.
My mind just got flooded with all the dirty limericks.
Yeah,
I
that's
fucking
where I was
love that
going with
movie.
it. Was there once was a man from Nantucket?
There once was a man named Dave who kept a dead whore in a cave. He said with a grin, "Think of the money I'll save."
Oh fuck!
Now, that, ladies and gentlemen, is also Jolly's trademark evil laughter, which that you just heard, which is
It reminds me of the crazy straitjacket wearing weasel from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the one with the switchblade.
Oh yeah,
pretty
I'll take
much,
that as a compliment as well.
pretty much.
If anybody ever played that game on the original Nintendo Entertainment System, it was fucking impossible.
And this
I
is
love that you say Nintendo Entertainment System.
yes.
What else would I say?
I mean, NES, like all the other fucking
Weebs.
children.
Yeah, like the other one.
Weebs.
Oh yeah, well I saw all the commercials, when they aired, so they were pretty. Nobody was calling it the NES then. I mean, we had no idea what was coming down the pipeline.
Gabe actually also knows what a PlayStation Portable is.
Oh Jesus, it's been a long time.
Not a PS Vita or whatever the hell it's called now.
Yeah, no, like I said, I took it up the other, it was a few weeks ago, actually. Played it a little bit, put it back up, because I finally fucking got it back, getting repaired.
Yeah,
I actually still have a Game Boy Advanced SP that I break out every now and then.
My
Oh man, you guys are reminding me. You guys are reminding me.
Color that I don't even know how I got it, but I got it in a bunch of games and I've never turned it on once.
I still have an original fucking Game Boy floating around somewhere.
What you need to do is get yourself one of them Jaguars, and people will be like, "Holy fuck!" And that's all because nobody really wants it.
Right. And I have an N64, and what I grew up on, which was the Sega Genesis, fucking buried in the barn somewhere.
N64 GoldenEye flashback.
That's right.
Right now in my head, I'm strafing through the complex, going for the army. Oh, shit.
I know this is entirely counter to the retro Nintendo talk and which things we own in the retro Nintendo collection, of which I have none because I am completely and utterly removed from my life. But the other thing, I just bought a Nintendo Switch last Christmas.
I would get one of those, actually. But it's LGBTQ.
No. The Nintendo Switch is fucking dope. It is really. Nintendo did it again.
We had the Sears version of the Atari.
Minus the Wii, but the ability to play the games mobile and on the fucking TV. But anyway, I just bought one, and I bought it for I bought it for the family, including the girls and the stepdaughters that I've been raising. And I literally just now realized that I don't have that Switch. It's not mine. I didn't buy it for me. I bought it for 4 people, one of which was me, 3 of which was not me, 3 of which is where my Switch is. And
Nintendo's had that fucking the casual gaming market on fucking lockdown for decades now.
Dude,
that's where they make their
money.
The
kids games, the casual gaming, and I'll tell you what, I grew up with video games like everybody else in this call here, and Jolly, I didn't realize I was older than you, but we're in the same. You're only you would be a year older than my little brother. And Zelda, the Zelda games, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on 64 were the most time-consuming games I think I ever played as a kid. So they remain even into my adulthood is like they just
Mario
always
64 ate an
six.
entire
Of course,
fucking summer for 100%
of course,
completion.
Mario 64, of course, but Zelda Ocarina of Time was. I don't even like RPGs, but it was the first game. I mean, it was so ahead of its time, dude. In my opinion,
See,
and in many others.
Which one was
I've been
Zelda? Which was the first Zelda 64 game? Because I played the fuck out of that
Uh,
one, but I don't remember which one that was.
That's Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
That is probably the best video game I've ever played. I think.
Yeah, I've been
It
a
sucked until
gamer
you got
for
the
like
horse, then it got fun.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I've been a pretty fairly heavy gamer my entire life, and Zelda is like one of those big time fucking mainstream series that I've literally never touched.
No. Well,
For
I've
me,
never
it
once played
stands
a Zelda
it
game.
set
maybe
early
why
on
not?
with Maze Craze on the 2600, and it's like really,
Yeah.
it's like not the game itself, but the amount of enjoyment I got from it, and my initial rush the first time I played it is how I judge video games ever since. If
Yeah,
they don't
see,
like literally connect with me somehow, I'm just not gonna play them very often.
That's
yeah,
how
see, I've
that's how I am too.
just I've talked to you about it, Sammy. I know because of all of our Star Wars conversations in the past, and I get pretty convoluted. But my favorite game that I've ever played in my life, and probably forever will be, was Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2.
Oh,
They were
fuck,
that is
great, but they were like
fuck yeah.
KOTOR.
that's a commitment though. Sit down and like actually
Yes.
play those though. You know,
It is, because I had hundreds of hours in them, and I didn't even own
right?
them. Like, I was going to my fucking cousin's house just every weekend until I beat those fuckers.
I'll tell you what I
That's-
dislike
that's-
is video games
Golly,
that
that's-
don't end.
yeah,
That's the new
that's-
trend. They never end, so they can keep you on the hook and paying for as long as possible. No, I need that satisfaction. I need to know at some point in time that I beat this game, not this game
No,
beat my
see,
wallet.
that's
I
the
eventually
thing
bowed out.
Mhm.
that's the thing though,
Not satisfying
Gabe, is
anymore.
I feel like that's why I brought this up with it's the same argument for South Park that you're using for video games. Is like, yeah, I mean, where the argument you have absolutely exists, and it still exists to a large degree in the video game industry, as it does in the entertainment industry. Not South, that's a little more specific. South Park is, but like the gaming industry and people who play games and pay for games have been so sick of shit for so long that things have been turning since 2017, 2018, and there have been countless games that just complete packages. The most recent one I can think of, because it's on my fucking TV right now, fucking 2 feet in front of me, is Ghost of Tsushima, which is a single player game that you paid, $60 for. You played 12 hours if you really wanted to, and get everything. Spent 16,
That sounds like
18 hours.
that sounds like the Onimushas I played. I played all three of them, and that was basically the deal.
But not only that, but it's visually stunning, and the writing is good enough that you can, immerse yourself in it. The combat's fucking dope. They really put time into it. They just came out with a free update that added online multiplayer. You don't pay fucking shit. Now all of a sudden you're playing with your friends in this fucking world. You've immersed yourself. You know what I mean? So I've over the last 9 years or so, I've bought one video game every 2 years is what it's averaged out to until this year. I've bought 3 video games this year, starting with Doom Eternal, Ghost of Tsushima, and what else did I buy? But either way,
Well,
the point that I'm trying to make is I feel like
Yeah.
certain things are coming back around. I mean, it's easy to get. For me, it's easy to get stuck in these ideas of, well, this is what's happened for the last. It's like the climate change model. Well, fuck, we've been recording the climate for 50 years, and it's changing. For fuck's sake, the Earth's only been here for fucking 6 billion fucking years, going up and down, and it's not any different than that. But it's changed a little bit because we're here. Of course, it has. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad analogy.
No. It's actually a perfect analogy. And I know that, and I'm actually glad you brought up the gaming industry because people are like, why don't you? I always get the question, "Oh, Sam, why don't you why don't you game as much anymore? You used to game all the time as a kid, and it's like because I want to be able to come home like after day at work or day at school and just like play a game and not have to think of anything. I don't want to have to spend money on like more add-ons and more
Exactly.
expansions and
Yeah.
I'm not like, if I wanted to be on heroin, I'd be on fucking heroin.
Yeah.
Don't make a game with a property I love that's absolutely immersive and just the greatest ever, purposefully addictive because you want to keep me hitting that feeder bar for my fucking fix.
That's a good analogy there, because the DLC fucking wave we've hit in the past few years is absolutely as destructive as
the backlash
Crisis.
after they
I will
did
die on this hill.
2? Like Battlefront 2,
Yeah.
they had to fucking delay it because it was so fucking microtransacted to death that people playing it were like, fuck you, and we're gonna kill you.
Well, Joey knows my opinion on this, and I'm pretty sure Gabe does too, because we brought this up on here before a long time ago. But in my opinion, there's only one Battlefront 2 and one Battlefront 2 only, and that's the one that came out in fucking 2004 or 5. Right?
I have
That's
two
right.
of the PSP, 3 of the PSP variations.
So do I.
I love them.
Right.
But I loved. Okay, there was 2 boards. The first time when Battlefront first came out, it was like yes, and there were 2 boards that were the best, and one of them has continued to be represented in the Battlefront. The different iterations that have come out, and that's Camino. But the other one we never saw again, and that was Bespin platforms, where everybody would just get choke pointed right at the middle in that bridge.
Fuck yeah.
It was just a fucking nightmare. Like, nobody was safe. You could be a Jedi fucking kicking everybody's ass, but a wrist rocket would just explode near your feet and blow you right off the bridge.
I built my main understanding of military tactics from fucking Star Wars games, and I'm not ashamed to admit that.
Same here, Joel. Same here, Joel.
It's gotten to the point with the Star Wars games on my PSP that I just run the fucking, I play against the hardest difficulty and I just run the table on them. Every time. It's just pathetic. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so what do? All right, I go down to the planet and I fucking get on the ion cannon and I blow up the fucking shield and I go trash the fucking ship and I come back down and get all the command points. It's just okay, I'm just going to put this away.
See, it's a couple of years ago, I made the mistake of building my own PC, and getting out of the console game has really broadened my horizons. And there's a game that has absolutely ruined me forever on every shooter from now until ever, that I recently got. I've been playing with a couple of my buddies, called Escape from Tarkov.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Heard some noise about they did a lot of testing with real weapons to try to get it to be.
Yes, it's still in beta.
That game was in alpha for like 6 fucking years, dude.
Yes.
So
it's still in beta right now, and you have to go through like a sketchy Russian fucking server to even download it.
To all the just solid ones.
Give us your information, my friend. You can play this really cool game.
The best part of it being ran on Russian servers is they haven't hit the SJW demanded name flags yet. So there's still some very fucking humorous names that you would like recall from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 days. They still get away with a lot of shit. But that game, if you enjoy shooters, I don't recommend getting that game, because it will fucking ruin all of them for you. It is so difficult. Everything else that you play will be way too easy.
I enjoyed some of the Call of Duties, but the multiplayer just gets so hyper competitive that I really, it's not fun to just like spawn in and die, spawn in and die, spawn in and die. It's like, oh, you're the fish and I'm the water. Well, this is fun.
Well, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I I actually like playing games for stories just because I'm one of those types of people. I guess. And back when Near was in the used to come on the show a lot, we would talk about the Max Payne series, which got
I remember Bullet Time.
oh fuck yeah. I've played Max Payne 3 like I've actually played it this year like twice because it was so good. And even though it's on a PS3, the graphics are still, phenomenal. They still hold up really well.
I remember having it on 360, and I really thoroughly enjoyed Max Payne 3. I didn't quite like it as much as the second one.
Oh no,
but just because, like, towards, if I remember right, it's like the last quarter of the story just gets really fucking weird.
Yeah,
but overall the gameplay was fucking. I really enjoyed the gameplay. I remember that.
Well, 3 gets weird, and the other thing too is the thing with 1 and 2 is like I'm a big fan of like film noir too. So I love the fact that they did like the first 2 games in like New York City, and it's like it's all gritty and like shit like that, and like
it was very reminiscent of The Punisher for me.
yeah, exactly. And then like I get what they were doing with number 3 with going to South America, but still it was weird. I felt like I was. Who
played Mercenaries?
Fuck yes, Mercenaries, awesome. Oh yeah. Hold on. Real quick, Gabe. Matthias Main.
Every time.
Every fucking time.
Both times. Yes. As soon as I get the Mohawk.
That's right.
Dude, I spent probably 3 months just seeing in the first one, just seeing how far I could use the detonation charges to blast a barrel, and almost to the other side of the map was my job.
It was so fucking good. God, that's a perfect example.
I had just a ridiculous amount of money. If I wanted to go somewhere, I would just get the biggest attack helicopter delivered.
Yeah, that was a perfect example of just like a goofy, fucking solid, fun game.
The second game wasn't really solid and still a ton of fun.
Oh yeah.
Okay, in the first game, how many times did you run up on a bunch of North Koreans and hear one of them say, "Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff"? It's like, what? That's got to mean something in like Korean, but that's what it meant to me. RPG, boom!
Every fucking time.
So an official Whitfield report recommendation via Bruce City in the chat here says, she just posted a link to a game that she was talking about in the actual stream chat called Drug Lord 2.2. And it says, warning, this game may be offensive to some people. You assume the role of a drug dealer. You assume the role of a drug dealer, buying and selling drugs, and sometimes killing those who get in your way. If you find this distasteful, please click on the, quote, "don't play," end quote, button now. Additional, parentheses, more important, end parentheses, warning, exclamation point, don't sell drugs. Don't buy drugs.
I don't see one of those
never ever use drugs.
There's no way it's dangerous.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, dang, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Brew.
So this is Postal with a story.
Yeah, with drugs. Yeah, I guess.
Well, Postal had a lot of drugs.
It sounds like one of the GTAs, but with like a ton of missions.
Yeah,
I mean, judging by this screenshot, it's it's like a '90s game.
Wait, you said it's like GTA with a ton of missions, as if GTA.
That's what it looks like.
As if GTA doesn't have a ton of fucking missions already.
Does it?
Oh,
Does it? I don't know. I never played any of them. I just would go and be like, all right, well, let's see if we can get the military after us.
Listen,
Right?
Gabe, bro, you're speaking my language. Like, how
Fucking
the fuck?
San Andreas, baby.
Just making a cultural reference here.
Did you ever play any of the early ones where you're like looking down on the grid of the city and you're running around like way more cartoony, but it's it's 2D instead of 3? Best code of all time, Volt Fingers. I was just frying everybody for like a half an hour, cackling myself.
I used to. I still have GTA. I actually have GTA Vice City here on my laptop.
Yeah, that's right. There was a ton of them after that, wasn't there? I only remember a few of them after that.
I think Vice City was the first 3D one, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's game changer for the entire series.
It's the first. It's the first 3D in air quotes. I mean, it's like now it's like cartoonishly. I
know.
It's like the first Spider-Man game where it's like your cardboard box swinging through the air. Yeah.
Go back and play one of the early Star Foxes or something. You're just like, I can't.
Fuck it. God, Star Fox.
You also brought up though, Jolly, just now the Spider-Man game for the PS1.
Yeah.
The graphics may have been terrible, but I don't care. That game was still fun as fuck.
Is that the one that had a bunch of Avengers and stuff in it too?
Yeah, well, sort of.
That was the one with Rhino at the end, wasn't it?
So yeah, sort of. Like,
oh no! Is that the one that was like the same game engine as an Avengers game? And I'm just mixing them both in my head, aren't I?
Rob,
I don't remember. But the biggest thing I remember from like every Spider-Man game I've ever fucking played is that goddamn pizza song. Like it's stuck in your head for years.
oh yeah, when you have to play the pizza missions. Yeah, those are
And I remember being really pissed off at the first game because, like, if you miss a web sling, you just fall to your death because you can't actually touch the street.
Yeah,
it's just smoke.
Well, but see, that's why the Spider-Man open world thing when the PS2 came out was so cool, because it was like you could finally like go on and do shit. So.
Yeah, holy shit! I can walk around. This is awesome.
I shut the fuck up. Apparently, Obama's credit card was used to chop and line up cocaine found on Hunter Biden's laptop. There's a picture of her credit card and a bunch of fucking cocaine lines.
What
the fuck is going on here?
Malia Obama's credit card being used to chop up lines of what appears to be
souvenir.
Oh,
what
God,
a fucking souvenir.
On a picture on Hunter Biden's laptop. This is in your general chat, Sam.
Truly the best timeline.
For those who don't know, Malia Obama is one of the actresses that played the one of the Obama daughters.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's a picture of a pile of white shit with Malia Obama's credit card. Like, it's got her name on it, and there's 2, 4, 6 lines. There's little, but I mean, those look like lines of cocaine, like modest lines of cocaine.
The ones you'd
not like Hunter Biden, not like Hunter Biden level lines of cocaine, but maybe Malia Obama.
That motherfucker's moved on to plutonium Nyborg. Nobody got that reference? Anyone? Jesus Christ! The original heavy metal. God damn.
Dude, wait. I'm sorry.
Dude, we're about to be overdue for the next heavy metal installment. It was supposed to happen by 2020. It's every 20 years. What the fuck? You know who has the rights right now? You know who has the rights to the heavy metal cartoons? Like, who could do that?
Hold on.
Guillermo if I had to make del Toro.
Oh, I was going to say Sony.
No.
Because they ruin everything else they touch.
It was a bunch of like nerds before him. I mean, not that he's not a nerd, but like, he's somebody and a nerd. It was a bunch of like basically nobody nerds. And so he took over and was supposed to be working on something, but I mean, like, you hear all this shit and a decade later, nothing's come of it. Yeah, we should totally have, by now, we should be able to, I mean, pandemic aside, we should be able to go to the theater and watch a new heavy metal movie because it's been fucking 20 years.
So So this is fucking fascinating here. So if I'm reading this right, it seems like the actor who played Malia Obama was partying with Hunter Biden then. If I'm fucking reading this. Oh shit. I hope Trump's gotta win now.
Well, to be fair and objective, I have done the exact same thing, literally at work, with a piece of soapstone just to fuck with people. But
That just
Well,
reminds me of the chick from the Cheech and Chong movie that snorted up all the borax.
Yeah.
No, Ajax. Starts doing all those fucking crazy lip things.
let me just say I've never gotten the appeal of cocaine. But
How much of it have you
Well,
done?
Sammy,
How
you've never
clean
been
was
a
it?
degenerate piece
Right?
you've never been a degenerate piece of shit.
So,
So
Well,
you've never had a nose full of cocaine and a handful of hot ass. I'm telling
Fucking
you, it's
hate-
a hell of a combo.
fucking hate
I mean-
cocaine. I just like the way it smells.
Exactly. I've been saying that for fucking years.
well,
I have 3 rules when it comes to powders, and if you follow these rules, they should keep you out of trouble, especially like Hunter Biden level trouble. Don't ever buy it. If it fucking shows up in your life, hey, you know what I mean? You didn't go looking for it. If you did it today, don't do it tomorrow. That's good advice.
it's like-
Fuck you.
It's like a
When I was
like
in
a
my
full-
20s, I said the same thing about women.
it's like a 4-leaf clover. If it comes into your life, it was meant to be.
Right. And then don't carry it around anywhere but, in your fucking nose.
Mhm.
Those 3 rules keep you out of fucking trouble.
I was gonna say I don't get the appeal of cocaine, but then again I'm not black, so.
No, that's crack.
Oh yeah, well, it's all.
Listen,
it's-
Sammy, let me tell you, I have gotten the appeal of cocaine, and I am black, but only where it counts, my friend. But it's not
Yes.
black.
In the
It
credit
only-
report.
It only looks like. That's right, in the credit report and in my silhouette.
That's what I tell people. I tell people, I was like, I didn't think I was going to live to be 18, and my credit rating will reflect that.
Yeah, right. I tried my damnedest to die before 21 because just after that it got boring.
So that's why you sound 45, Jolly.
Yeah, it probably has something to do with it. I have smoked a few things that I probably never should have.
Well, now you can spend the second half of your life being my bodyguard. I mean, like I said, you're gonna be aiding and abetting a fugitive here if Biden gets elected.
No, I can neither confirm nor deny any.
Well, no, wait. You had it
Safe
right the first
houses.
time. I can neither conform to anything for any reason, nor confirm or deny. Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say that I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of any possible safe houses or locations that I may have for just such an occasion. But
Yeah, well,
I'll be there for you, Sammy.
I appreciate it. So we'll I'll let you keep the drug. I'll let you keep the money, the drug money that doesn't exist from all of those Nigerian warlords that I stole. So.
Just don't fuck with General Butt Naked.
Hi, Jim. Apex, what type of shit are you smoking tonight? Speaking of,
Oh, that was me.
Oh.
No, I done told y'all niggas. My shit's all fucked up. The only goddamn THC I have is mechanized and it won't fucking work and battery operated. So I'm sitting here smoking on Brew's hatred towards me and getting high off of it. Yeah,
That
Gabe's just boiling.
good.
Gabe's just boiling
it's
tea.
good.
that that woman loves you, Apex.
No, she doesn't. She hates me. Don't lie. Don't listen. Don't lie to the
Hey.
people. It's fine.
I don't
If
know
you've
any of
learned,
these
if
people.
if you've learned anything from me, Apex, you
Oh.
need to revel in the hate because that
Hey.
makes the hate fucks that much better.
Apex,
Listen.
Apex, you want me to be meaner to you, right? So here's what I'm gonna say: shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, and take Broopy's lovin' like a fucking man.
Bro, I have a chain around my neck, and I am chewing her grass. In
Every
between
fist
speaking,
feels like a kiss, doesn't it?
No. Listen, she has tiny little hands and arms. It's actually kind of a tickle.
All the way up inside you?
She,
God
listen,
damn.
listen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. She feels that's her most dominant moment, and I give that to her. But it's actually it's like a tickle. I'm not. I will give her that.
Like pulling out rabbits, and then like that handkerchief.
No,
that's
she
like
can't. Listen, she can't even reach my prostate. I just pretend. You know, it's like I just pretend. I spit on the ground in front of me while I'm chewing grass up because it takes me all. It takes me by the time I make it around her yard, the grass is already regrown. So
are you?
So
Are
is
you
this
a
like
pony
a?
boy?
I was about to say, is this a goat fetish or what are we talking here?
Pony boy.
no. I just,
The little gloves that are hooves.
I do. Listen, I do as my brew commands, and right now her yard needs mowed, and unfortunately, it's perpetual. I think she has a lawnmower. She said so, but
She's gonna put a big old gold star on your chest and a big old horn on your forehead and make you her Junicorn.
Mm-hmm. Well, or she could just turn me upside down and put eyeballs on my knees.
No matter how many times I fill your ass with molten glass, you keep coming back.
I was gonna say my dick was a nose because dick nose.
We know a guy. If you can't picture it, we know a guy.
Well, yeah, he has a literal dick nose, but I made a character of my dick with as a nose.
His nose looks so much like a dick that I almost want to buy cigarettes from him that are a rich Turkish and domestic blend.
We also know a guy, and we also know a guy. I mean, he was in the DZ until I wasn't, and now.
And then he denounced us 3 times before the cock crowed, and then wanted back in.
Oh, I still have that picture.
He also.
So do I.
He also discharged a gun into the fucking grass, but
it has its own file so I can find it easily.
See, I did that once too, but that was completely intentional. Yeah, there it is.
See,
God, that made Tim so mad.
Oh, okay, here's what it is. This is like epically hilarious. Like memorably funny. Like to this day, the next time in your life, like 20 years from now, somebody says face fuck Chuck, you will start laughing.
Oh, yes.
But you can't say the same about anything that motherfucker did on the internet.
No one will know why you're laughing, because you can't explain it. But you know.
No, you can't. You better not even try if you want to fucking stay in that community. You'll be like, so it all started with the guy who liked to say nigger.
I feel like
Listen, my dick nose is way more attractive than that piece of shit.
I'm telling you, take what I just said about how the story starts, and then it fucking like Do you remember the stop motion Christmas movie that comes out every year? The Santa Claus is coming to town and fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Just picture it fucking. That's Burl Ives saying it, and then it just zones in on the fucking Danger Zone lives and tells a crazy story. This is how Jolly steals a camel.
Yeah, that's right.
I just go outside and I'm like, hey man, I'll give you a quarter.
Mm-hmm. It just cracks me up because that camel is so fucking not happy with what's going on.
Well, that camel was busy counting its money. I didn't know it was a double cross. Oh, you fucking bitch!
Wait, is that Owen kidnapping a camel for his fucking farm or whatever?
No, that's Joe Biden's handlers finding him a running mate.
Oh dear. Oh, that's hilarious, Joey.
I've had some pretty good recent acquisitions.
Who gave that NPC a hat?
Yeah, now.
And now, like it always does, it's devolved into memes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that like 12-year-old me drew that, and then it became a meme at some point.
Here's the classic Jolly meme.
Oh, geez, to say it.
Good old safe for work porn.
You know, my when I was at State College of Florida, one of my buddies and I always used to like watch that in the cafeteria and just laugh.
Oh, go ahead.
Shut up, Apex. No, we used to watch safer work porn parodies in
safer work gay porn. SFGW, gotcha. SFWGP.
So just roller skating.
Yeah, dumpster.
No, we never watched roller skating, except although if Evil Eric were to roller skate, I might have to watch that, but oh dear God, Hulk memes incoming.
Gotta appreciate the classics.
Oh shit! Oh fuck, Gabe, is that? Oh,
yeah.
That's right. I forgot that episode. That's right.
The non-Metzger.
God, who?
You know what?
God, who would have thought that Owen Benjamin would have out crazied Kurt Metzger 3 years ago?
Long time ago, way past Metzger. Metzger seems totally normal.
Yeah, but just
in comparison.
But think about that. Like that's the thing. Metzger, like you knew he was crazy, but
Hulkster.
Oh dear God, Jolly. Shall you swing up?
I can make it worse.
Yeah, but see, they already put those nets around the building.
Yeah, you can't even do that anymore.
Nope.
Well, from what I've heard,
that moment when you thought you were the spider, you were the fly.
Well, from
Wow.
I have so many of these. I bet you there's still a ton of these in that fucking folder I've never ever been in.
I'm pretty sure everything is still in the bilge.
I'm pretty sure I've actually seen the actual thing that's based off of.
That keeps happening to me too. Somebody will show me one of those, and I'm like, I've actually seen what that is happening.
Yep.
That's super specific.
Sammy, please tell me you're showing these on stream.
No, but
No, whoever's watching is like, what the hell are they all laughing at?
Yeah, exactly.
I should.
This is good content, Sam. Come on, Mr. Podcast.
I have to.
Johnny's in the chat. Okay, I can go.
Yeah,
I
he said
can
he
go
was
to
going to
bed
hop
now.
in.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey,
What's up?
Hey.
What's up, Mr. Arcade?
Not much. How you doing, buddy?
So, Malia is parting with Hunter then, huh? Is that what we're, That's what I'm...
Yeah, she's sniffing coke off his dick.
Jesus. That seems like a long ways to go just for some coke.
She learned it from her daddy.
I did not realize there was a dog penis emoji. That's hilarious.
Lipstick.
Who's the mod? Wait, emoji. Dog penis emoji where, though? In Sam's chat, who's the mod? If it's Saucin or Brew, then that makes sense.
What are you talking about?
We're
talking about dicks and...
bit of this, a bit of that.
Memes.
I got confirmation. I got confirmation from Gabe, the eldest, wisest of the DZ, that we're just gonna leave that there. That aliens almost certainly had an orifice to be fucked, more likely than they would have a dick to fuck with. So that's put to bed. We can just leave that there. But beyond that, we just learned that Malia's credit card was chopping up cocaine, apparent cocaine lines, and what else? Something else, other things, lots of stuff, man. Come on, tell me about your squirt party with the old folks. How was your squirt party?
It was all right. I picked up like 5 new prospective clients, and
that's what's up, dude.
It's kind of fucking annoying, dude, because you go to those parties and shit, dude, and like I end up being the center of attention, and I don't like being the center of attention.
I feel that.
That's what all gay guys say.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
For me.
That's literally
they only like the
opposite
attention at the finish.
That's literally the opposite of what every gay guy I've ever met says. So that's why that's funny. Just for those comedically illiterate in the crowd. Just saying. Chat. Anyway, I've got to work in 5 hours. I've got 5 hours.
Brew, you're not wrong though. Brew, you're not wrong. All porn is safe for work if you just don't go to work. Yeah, that's
well, all porn is also safe for work if you just spend 25 minutes in the bathroom, leaving your coworkers without you, watching porn where they can't see you or hear you or find you.
And then you have my job where I've literally seen people watching fucking porn on their lunch break at the table and discussing it on how unbelievable it is that certain objects fit into said woman's ass.
Hey man, hey, Tyrone, Timmy, can you come here? Come here, look at this shit, man. Can you believe that this bitch put 14 goddamn Bud Light? Wait, come here. She got 14 of them in her fucking asshole. Come here and look at this shit. No, give me that tuna sandwich while you're at it.
If any of you are curious on how the construction trades world is, that's it right there.
That's it.
Oh, if you're not impressed by a woman who can suck a dick and lick a nutsack at the same time, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, we're not friends, bro. Get the fuck out.
Well, there's a guy I worked with a couple years ago who he had the video on his phone. And I don't know how many fucking times he played it at lunch. It was like every day for a couple of weeks because he was so fucking baffled by it. He had to bring it up. And what it was a food porn video, and it was a gangbang. So, in the first part of the video, there's like 4 different guys fucking this chick in the ass, and somebody brings out a banana, sticks it in her ass, proceeds to continue fucking said ass.
Please
Then
tell me
pulls
again.
out.
Did the
Oh,
banana
they
get
pull the
eaten?
banana out. They pull the banana out, and it's just like absolutely fucking shredded. Because I mean, they put it in there. They put it in there with the peel still on it. So I guess it just didn't clash. So they just threw it to the side. Next, they put a hot dog, just the hot dog without the bun, in her ass. Start fucking shit out of it. Pull it back out. Pull the hot dog out, and then they each take a bite out of it. Then, and this is where the guy was just fucking baffled by it, because they take a hot dog, put it on a bun, and insert it into said woman's ass, and then each take turns fucking it, and pull it back out, and the bun is fucking spotless. It's completely untouched. There's nothing wrong with the fucking bun whatsoever. Not shredded in the slightest.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I have never been on a construction site like that.
I have.
I have.
It's these fucking Yankees, bro.
Yeah, we're all fucking crazy.
Anyway, you guys are all fucking faggots, and I love you. Chat.
I'm a faggot for boobs.
And I love it. No, you're a faggot because I said so. I'm just kidding. You guys are awesome. I love you, Sammy.
Fuck you, faggot. I love you.
I'm just kidding. For real. If I don't pretend to go to sleep now, I will never pretend to wake up and pretend to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, much love, guys. Thanks for having me on, Sammy, as always.
Have a good night.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Later, bud.
So,
Jeez, I feel like I showed up and you fucking left.
All right, seriously.
but
you're intimidating.
So Johnny, I have to ask you: do you think this scandal is actually gonna fucking do anything with the election? I'm hoping it does, but like I know a bunch of people who have already fucking voted already.
So my thought on it is that no, it's not going to have any effect on the election because the election's already decided. But I definitely think you're gonna see some fucking hammers drop on these people, bro. Like you can't.
I hope so.
It's literally a national security issue to have your fucking kid be a drug addict like that when you're in that kind of position of power. Like, it just is. It just is. There's no getting around it. Dude, imagine.
Oh, we're gonna find out.
Literally imagine, dude, if it was fucking Don Jr. who fucking.
Yeah, the other way around. They'd be picking out wood for his cross.
Dude, they would have fucking strapped him to a cross and burned him.
Yep. And everybody would have been like, serves him right, racist piece of shit.
Yep, and Trump would have been impeached again.
Yep. Probably several times.
So,
really doesn't take.
If Biden does win, which there's no fucking chance in hell he's going to, that his first day there, he's going to get impeached. No fucking doubt about it. And the Dems will be fine with it because they want Kamala in anyways, dude.
But yeah, he's a Trojan horse for that anyways. They might as well just hollow him out and she can crawl inside.
Yep. Where his policy fucking ends and he says, this is a Biden fucking, this is my deal. They're going to go, not anymore, buddy. You got us here, but thanks. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, clearly you have some mental issues and, should probably retire and spend time with your family.
I mean, he literally said that he needs a vice president who, if worst case scenario, they have to take over on the first day of the presidency, they can do that with the hit the ground running. Like, that's not the kind of thing that you say when you're trying to become president.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and also,
when you're trying to be a vessel for a more radical candidate who never could have got in there on their own and will rapidly advance the agenda they've been pushing for 50 years.
I mean, dude, the 2008 market crash happened under him. And he could say that he wasn't in charge and all that shit, but that doesn't fucking matter, dude. You were in the White House. That shit all happened under him. Every policy he's ever put forth is the opposite of what he's saying he's going to do now. He doesn't stand a chance, except he'll get some votes from some angry fucking leftists who
The enthusiasm gap is an enthusiasm gape. I mean, it is just pathetic how former President Barack Obama can be on a street corner with a bullhorn and, pull down tens of people. Wow.
yeah, has lost his luster, bro. Like people are sick of his. And
they saw where it led. By the end of his second term, people were sick of his shit and glad to see him go, or we never would have got a Trump.
Yeah.
Every shitty president since Reagan has been a fucking. Honestly, before that too, to be honest with you, they've all just every president is the result of the one before them sucking so bad. That's how fucking this nation is like a drunken motherfucking giant just staggering from one side of a canyon to the other and back and forth and back and forth. And eventually it'll find a space big enough where it falls down.
That's what happens when you vote for the lesser of two evils for 200 years.
It's the evil of two lessers is more like it.
Well, I mean, it's not that, bro. It's all evil. But the thing is like, they're all the establishment people. They're all on the same goddamn team, and that team is to make money for themselves and keep it in the fucking family.
Yeah, don't expand the franchise any more than necessary.
Yeah, Trump ain't in that family, and like, I don't know, dude. I think this is the one chance we got to fucking turn the establishment bullshit around. If we can keep Trump in for 4 more years, and then I honestly think Don Jr. is going to run after Trump.
We'll see who. You never know. We could have an Obama on the right pop up out of nowhere. Somebody that we didn't even know existed, and suddenly fucking super electable, so we can keep hold of the shit.
You all know where
we're ever going to have another black president, bro.
Well,
you all
that's
know
why
where
I said
I am
Obama
on it.
The right. You know what color he'd be? He'd be white. People would want to vote for him.
Yeah, you all know where I am on it because I think we're well beyond the point of being fucks already. So
there's no real in this back end.
Yeah, no.
The literally the best that could happen is Trump gets in again, and they calm down enough for ammo and gun prices to drop again so that we can get another dip at it one more time.
Yep.
Before the plunge.
Already changed. Trump. The one thing that Trump has done for the American people is show everybody what
shine a light on all of
fucking
this.
Scumbags the media and the politicians are.
Yep.
And man, and just how fucking blatantly they lie to your face to retain their power and their money.
Yeah. The people who haven't woken up by now never would or could. But there's a surprising number of people who are awake now that, given an opportunity, would quickly go back to sleep.
Oh yeah, dude. I was at that party tonight, bro, and like, dude, it was all like real estate fucking people and people with fucking money, and they were fucking bagging on liberals, dude. They're like, fuck liberals, man. Are you fucking liberal? No. Josh!
Trump brought the economy back to life after Obama tried to strangle the fucking life from it. And Biden comes in and just tries to fucking claim like it was from them or something.
I mean, here's the funniest shit about that to me is the fact Obama sat there and literally said to a T, you will not bring jobs back. It's just not happening. Nobody has
magic wand comment?
Yeah, you can't. And it was
abracadabra, motherfucker.
Yeah, it was specifically because of like trade and this and that, and he fucking did it. And now Joe Biden is saying the same fucking exact thing that Trump said in 2016 that Obama rebuked and said, you don't have a fucking magic wand. Like, Joe is stealing Trump's 2016 campaign.
Well, he has to. They don't have anything that would work on the left. They go down to the bottom of the barrel and there's nothing there. They've literally emptied it out. They've tried to stitch so many desperate constituencies together to try and get a numerical advantage. They've brought in a ton of people who they hope will vote for them because they traditionally do. Studies show that by the second generation, most of those Latinos are conservative, even if they didn't start that way.
There's a ton up here actually in Yosemite, believe it or not, y'all. I would say it's 60-40 Trump supporters.
Yep. There's the only way. It's clear. I know. They're saying the same thing on the other side, but it's clear that the only way that they could take this from Donald is just massive cheating. I'm hoping that the only way they could take it from him is cheating so massive it cannot be hidden.
Well, when all they do is fucking pander to minority populations and intersectionality, I mean...
Yeah, that worked before the internet. It doesn't work as well now because they can figure out a way around all this shit. There's dissemination of knowledge like there never was before.
Yeah, it's called minority for a reason. You're not gonna get the majority.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I don't see any fucking chance in hell for a Biden win at all.
No
I mean,
way. Not legitimately.
Heads and shit, but
but I can see them. There's more than a few pivotal states where they've managed to get court rulings in their favor so that they can basically collect fucking votes where the signatures don't match and they have no postmark and turn them in up to 2 weeks after the election, which is one of their favorite tactics, so that they can find as many votes as they fucking need.
Yep.
That's how they blatantly stole an election in Minnesota, and I think last time around they stole one in fucking Arizona too. Like to the point where everybody was like, "What the fuck?" and the Republicans were like, "Oh, well, we just go with it." It's like, what the fuck? Why do you just go with it? I want to see a whole lot of Republicans getting burnt out too.
Yeah, dude, there's no way in hell Joe's gonna win on a fucking platform where he wants to
end oil. Are you high?
But yet kill fossil fuels. Like he wants to
overtime.
Get rid of fossil fuels, but he clearly doesn't understand how energy is fucking produced.
Right.
And
he's been in government his whole life. He doesn't understand how anything is produced.
Exactly.
It doesn't come from energy. Electricity doesn't come from electricity, you dumb old fuck. That's just
not like he's gonna get any meth heads to fucking join in on voting. You'd expect them to fucking vote. I mean,
well, yeah, if he gives them their voting rights back, they keep doing that in various states. They give all the felons their votes back, and they're just like hoping that they'll vote Democrats. It's a tacit admission that Democrats are mostly felons.
Right.
Yep.
Ridiculous. They're like, we have the felon vote on lock. Well, that's fucked up.
On November 3rd, it's going to be quite the day.
Well, as I've said before, we're either going to be drinking to celebrate or drinking to fucking, drown.
Yep. Welcome Valhalla.
we have a bottle for that. I want to go pick up another one for Monday night.
I'll just be drinking either way.
I think you guys are going to be surprised because Trump already said that he's going to announce his win that night.
Yeah, Facebook and Twitter have already said that they won't, that they'll block it.
Yeah, he's going to get shut down everywhere for it. But he said he's going to do it anyways. He doesn't give a fuck.
Well, yeah, that's why we elected him.
Yeah, he's going to announce what the fucking numbers say, and that's
that. They're worried about peaceful. All these liberal idiots on Twitter and everywhere else are worried.
They're worried about a peaceful transition to power if they win, but if we win, fuck that. We'll fight it for 4 years. Go fuck yourselves.
Exactly.
Let me tell you this: the best thing that could happen to liberals is Trump wins.
Projection is 9/10 of liberal ideology.
I would call it 11/10.
Yeah, right.
I'll tell you what.
Because 2 + 2 = 5 at least one time.
I wish all these fucking celebrities who said that they were gonna move out if Trump if Trump wins. I hope that this go around they actually fucking do it instead of just saying.
I'd be happy if all the fucking snotty Brit libs just went back to Britain, and if all the snotty Canadian libs just went fucked off back to Canada. That'd be good enough for me. You're worse than the illegal aliens. They don't have a microphone.
You guys ever see that movie where like California had an earthquake and then there was the tsunami?
Yeah,
I would love to watch that. That sounds great.
The rock was, it was the rock.
Oh yeah. San Andreas.
Yeah, I just hope that's all I'm hoping for.
Right. Fingers crossed. Back when Hugh Hefner was
okay.
alive, I was like, ooh, let's get some islands. But now that he's gone, fuck that whole place. I mean, where's the dividing line where anybody we know is, and then fucking south of that can go?
Oh,
Who wants oceanfront property and doesn't currently have it in the danger zone?
Dude, I'm gonna have oceanfront property if that happens up here in Yosemite. I'm sitting good unless Yellowstone decides to pop.
Yeah,
I feel like we might have to set up a DZ Taria eventually.
I could pass on the oceanfront property, but I do want a fucking pirate ship.
Well, I've seen the women you date, Jolly, and we need an excuse for the smell of fish.
It's kind of come equipped with a meme dinghy.
A meme dinghy? Aren't all of the meme dinghies?
That's right.
Well, we do need a DZ Taria though. You're right about that, Johnny.
Yeah, we're gonna need a spot with a lake and a fucking stream coming off of it. And...
Where's Evil Eric at?
I've got a crick.
Yeah, in your neck or in your yard?
Yeah.
Hard to tell when you're down south.
Oh, listen, don't worry. If shit's about to go down, you know you got safe passage up here in the mountains. Come on now.
I'm not going to the mountains. Everybody's going to the fucking mountains, bro. Mountains are going to be overrun with crazy motherfuckers, dude.
They already are. That's the whole point. I mean,
the whole problem for the newcomers.
Yeah, have you not seen my favorite new meme of the find the location where the Appalachian gorillas are, and it just shows all of fucking Appalachia?
Yeah. Yeah, people.
I mean, if shit really kicks off, fucking all of Appalachia is going to be Afghanistan.
Truth. You guys be proud of the peeps that live around here.
So how do we fund DZ Taria?
Hey folks, it was at this point in the podcast where the guys and I just started looking at memes on the video feed, so that's what the rest of the video podcast looks like. And obviously, for those of you listening on audio, that's not going to mean very much to you, so I figured this would be a good time to basically end the podcast here for you guys. You've stuck with me for about 3 hours and 15 minutes at this point, so I really appreciate that. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you for tuning into the Whitfield Report. Wherever you're listening to this in the past, present, future hour, thank you very much for listening. God bless, God save this great nation, God, freedom, legacy in that order, and we will see you on the next episode of the Whitfield Report. Until then, God bless.